Cause you say you like Pokemon, it's just like, well, I love Pokemon too. So like, this is an opportunity to play Pokemans with somebody.
True.
So I didn't know you just wanted to do random battle, but I did build a team for Gen 9 VGC 2024 Reg H. Oh my God, it's always got to be something.
I just made random ass teams based on like Uber or whatever. Like I think I got. Okay, hold on. Let me see. What do I got? I got OU, RU, and NU. That's all I made because I didn't know what we were gonna do.
Oh
I
well,
thought
I
we were
think I
just
can
gonna do
still
random.
use that team for the same thing. You said OU, RU, and NU.
Yeah.
Uh, Team builder. You have no Gen OU teams. I should be able to just rebuild the same team. I have it, the team layout already printed out, so I don't have to like guess again on what Pokemon to put in there. So I can just put all the Pokemon and put it in there in the same group. Let's
I don't
start
know
with my
why
main man here.
I put my name in there and it didn't save it for some reason.
Oh yeah, that's why I screenshot my Pokemon builds because I don't trust the way that this system even works. Because I've never been able to make it consistent. Does it save my Terra types? Oh yes, it does. Very good. I want to make sure the screenshot saved my Terra type because that I don't. Sometimes I forget what Terra type I'm using. Because I haven't
Alright.
played from that generation of Pokemon. I'm a Gen 1er, so I kind of stopped around Gen 5. So a lot of stuff past that point is kind of new to me. Like when people it's told me that okay, terrain. So what the fuck is that? And it's just it's basically just weather with extra steps. It's like okay, I can kind of understand that, but it's still kind of a lot to take in. So I'm kind of going to be using a lot of old school tactics to make ends meet because that's what I'm familiar with. The new school stuff though might send me for a loop. I'm just trying to see where my move here is. Okay, that's the move I wanted for that one.
Alright, let's do an intro. Ready, go.
The intro. Wait, does he? Can you not alert? Oh, there it is. I'm about to say like, why is that move not there?
Hey guys, welcome back to OD Plays.
Oh, because the move is considered to be useless. That's why. I was just like, why is that not there? Town.
Now forgive me if I suck at this because I haven't done competitive battling since like 2010 when Black and White was a thing. That's the only time I ever did like competitive, and I think I was like 31st. So I'm not I'm like a
So,
little
wait,
baby.
31st in the leaderboards?
Yeah, like it wasn't an official tournament that you go somewhere. It was like back then there was these buildings you could go to. It was like a small kind of convention thing you could go to, and you brought your DS and shit, and you just battled against random people. It wasn't like a huge tournament. It was just like a small building, and I was like 31st or something. I don't even think they have those anymore since Gen
I
4,
never even
I
heard of
believe.
those. I've never been to like
Any,
a competitive Pokemon convention or anything like that.
Probably no one knows what I'm talking about. Probably they probably don't even know what I'm talking about.
I wouldn't be too surprised, but only because of Pokemon. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say Pokemon isn't known for being competitive. I mean, it's pretty competitive. It's just that I'm gonna go ahead and change that ability. That ability doesn't really match with my team build anyway. Um, but Pokemon is mainly a phenomenon for its more casual aspects, not necessarily the competitive stuff. I don't know. I say I was deep into Pokemon as a kid, but at the same time, I never like went to any of the conventions and stuff. Like they had that one event where they gave away, uh, they gave away Mew and stuff. I didn't know about any of that, so I didn't get it, which kind of sucks because it's just Pokemon you can't actually catch in the game. Uh,
Yeah,
What
I
are
don't know if you're, well, maybe you were because you're older than me, but when I was a kid still, like in the early 2000s, they used to do this thing where they probably don't do it anymore, but they would do it in game where they had like these in game events or something. You still had like a code or something, but you would go to GameStop, you get a code, and then they would do something to your game where you could have like an event happen where you could go get Victini or something like that, and that was only limited time. But I don't remember. I don't even think they do that anymore. They don't. You don't have to complete quests to get legendaries or anything anymore. You just go to GameStop and get a code, and then some random NPC gives you a box, and then they're just like, "Here you go. Here's your free Pokemon." And I'm just like, "Okay, well I didn't earn it, but okay."
Oh,
I
no
hate that
wonder.
shit.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I was just looking at a Pokemon since I had to rebuild my team for OUs. So no wonder I got rocked by Arclodon. That thing is considered an no wonder fucking stamina is absolutely insanely overpowered. Oh my god, dude! Like I felt like suing the guy for using that shit. He should be someone should play Minecraft wink wink nudge nudge with the types of people that use that. Like holy shit. And you know what
Minecraft.
stamina does, right?
No, what does it do in this game?
Okay, so the ability stamina, it increases the opponent's defense every time they take damage.
Damn,
On a tank Pokemon, really?
maybe I should change my. I don't know if I want to use my OU team or my NU team because I like my NU team. My RU team is pretty okay, I guess.
No, I was building an OU team, cause what are these? These are all like UUs. I forgot what
Yeah,
UU meant, like the Pokemon that to pick. Cause I'm just trying to avoid having to pick a new set of Pokemon.
UU
Cause
means underused, right? Isn't that what that is?
I think
Underused.
so. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just trying.
overused, rarely used, underused, and NU, and then there's PU, which is like I don't know what PU means, but I do know what the other ones mean. I used to watch False Swipe Gaming.
Uh, what is that?
False Swipe Gaming is a channel that went through that he does those videos where it's like how good was Pikachu or how good was Alamomoa or whatever. Like he does like how good were these Pokemon in championships and stuff like that. And he would always be like, "This Pokemon was an RU for like 6 gens or whatever." And I'm just like, I like those videos a lot. They were fun.
Yeah,
I
that
would be
makes
like,
sense.
I'd be like, "I love Arcanine," and then you watch the video and you're like, "Arcanine sucks." And I start crying. I'm like, no, I can't. I don't like Pokemon competitive because you can't use your favorites. You got to use the ones everyone else is using if you want to win, and I don't like that shit. That's annoying. Like I want to use my favorites. I don't want to use Blissey.
Well, come on, Blissy's cool. Blissey is based.
Fucking sucks.
What?
Chansey is better because you have Eviolite. Blissey sucks.
I mean, Chansey's already kind of overpowered. I mean, that's like even before that thing could evolve, it was kind of cancer because you know it's Chansey. Like what? Come on, it's Chansey. That's all I really have to say to that is that it's Chansey. If you play Gen 1, you know exactly what I mean. My God.
I can't stand Gen 1 because of that. Like, I remember, because that was the first game I ever played my entire life was Pokemon Red. I cannot stand Pokemon Red nowadays. I can't play it. I hate it so much. It's so bad. Like, back then when I was a kid, I was like, oh, this shit's awesome. Now when I play it, I'm like, this sucks. I hate it. Because it's like, um, one of the things I hated in the game was Rap. Do you remember what Rap did in
Oh
Gen 1?
yeah, back when it was still your turn, because it would hit you multiple times in one turn. No, not in one turn. It would hit you multiple times. So like they hit you with wrap, then you get stuck in it, and then you lose your turn, and then they hit you again with wrap, and then when it finally ends, they do it again, and then it gets you again.
They did that with Sleep too. Was you lose your whole turn when you're about to get out of sleep, and then they can just put you to sleep again, and it's like, oh my god, I hate that so much. They did that with sleep powder and like all
Yup.
that shit. And what was that other move? It was like it was a fire move. Fire spin was the same way. All those kinds of moves are like that.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful. You know, the fucking fires.
It wasn't. It's horrible.
I mean, it was funny. I mean, yeah, it was bad, but at least it was funny. I guess. I don't know. Like it gets, jeez. All right, Gen 1 Pokemon. When you really think about it, it is actually pretty bad. Like it's actually just a bad game. Like just straight up. Okay, good thing none of the Pokemon that I'm using are ban. Whoa, are you? This is an are
There's
you really? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's my favorite. Oh, it remembers all my stuff. Does it remember my stats spread?
Can you turn down the volume in this game? I don't think you can.
I don't think it remembers my stats though. I gotta do all my IVs from scratch. I forgot what I even gave the damn thing. Oops. Uh. Oh, okay. It was modest. Oh yeah, I think I lowered that a little bit. Uh.
Okay, I'm gonna do a hot take here. You ready?
All right, sure.
Pokemon Black and White and Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 are the best Pokemon games ever made.
That's not really all that controversial. Those games are generally considered
What?
to be pretty good.
Okay, okay.
I mean, yeah, it's generally widely accepted for the most part. I mean, maybe not the best games ever made, but no one's gonna hear that and be like, "Oh yeah, those games suck." That's generally
I
not what
don't
people
know.
think.
I don't know. I still hear people saying things like, "Oh, Heart Gold is the best one." It's like, yeah, but I think Black and White and Black 2 and White 2 took more risk than Heart Gold did. I feel like Black and White, the fifth generation, is still just kind of the black sheep of the Pokemon early 2000s DS games. Like Pokemon Sword and Shield, everyone hates it, but no one really talks about Black and White anymore, which is a shame because I think it's the best Pokemon game of all time. I mean, it's great. I love it. And it's not just because of nostalgia, because I go back and I play it today and I still love it. It's like the only Pokemon game I still play to this day, actually. I love it personally. I think it's freaking
Play it with
great.
with who though? Like, how are you playing that game over and over?
Myself, on an emulator,
No,
and
because
I have it
because
on my
like once
device.
you beat that game, what's there to do afterwards?
There's post game. You can go find more Pokemon. You can beat up the subway station people. There's more story to Team Plasma and Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. Uh, you can um, you can go to the places in the first game in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. There's things to do.
I don't know. It just seems like I don't, that just because it's like when all that stuff you just described, I would mainly do that to be competitive.
Yeah, and you're right.
Well, yeah. So like you do that when you want to play Pokemon competitively. Otherwise, once you beat the main story, that's kind of it. The game kind of is over.
Yeah, but it's fun to go back and like I
Did you
don't
get like
know.
all 100 in well, not 100 because there's more of them now. There's way more of them now, but like do you get all the Pokemon like in that particular version of the game?
No, you can't, but you can transfer and shit. Oh, do
No,
you
I
mean
mean
like
like
oh,
the
do you mean in
Pokemon that are
story?
available in it. Like did you fill out
The
your Pokédex in that version of the game?
I was very close to, but then Pokemon X and Y came out and then I just kind of I put it down because I was going to get back to it and then I put it down because I was so close. I think I caught like 80 or 90 Pokemon at the time because I was like, well, I beat the subway people and there's nothing else to do. I guess I'll just go around and just catch everything. So I did the thing everyone else was doing, just get like a Pokemon with false swipe or whatever and just do it that way. and then Pokemon X and Y came out, and I put it down, and then I went to play Pokemon X and Y, and I was like, this shit sucks.
Is
I
it?
was so
Because I
bored.
never
I
played
was
that.
so bored. Gen 6, I hate it. It's the most forgettable Pokemon game in the entire franchise. I hate it so much. It's so forgettable. Um, I don't hate it as much as Sword and Shield, but I thing with Sword and Shield is that it was funny bad because like the story was so bad it was actually funny. But Gen 6 is so forgettable. Like the enemies are forgettable, the Pokemon are forgettable, the areas are forgettable. The only thing I liked was the music. That's it. But everything else was just like you could skip it and it wouldn't change anything. They didn't even make a Pokemon Z, so I don't know why they kept so much content out. It was so weird to me because there was barely any content in X and Y. So I don't know. Um, so I'm guessing you didn't play Sun and Moon or anything, right?
No.
Oh, dude, why?
I
Sun
was.
and Moon is bad, but funny. Bad.
It's bad?
It it does that it does that thing that I hate in modern Pokemon games where it holds your hand the whole time. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording because this is gonna be shit to put on YouTube. Anyway, um, maybe we can play Kingdom Hearts and then we can record that. I think that'd be funny. But anyway,
I mean, I got my spreads already set up. I'm just literally just now finishing it.
okay, so I guess I'll start recording when we actually start playing the game. But anyway, the um Pokemon it does that thing that Sword and Shield does even worse, where it holds your hand the whole through the whole game, and it's like I don't know, man. Um it gets annoying. Like there's too many cutscenes in it too, and the cutscenes aren't interesting. Um,
Oh, wowie.
I do like the Pokemon though. They're better than Sword and Shield, but I like Nanu. He was a cool character. Nanu is the only character I liked. He's just Synthetic Man if he was older and a cop.
How is he like
So,
Synthetic Man? Because I've never played
because
it, so.
he's a doomer. Because he's a doomer, and he's a negative, and he hates everybody. He even wears sandals, and he has he's just. I remember making that joke one time in the chat, and everyone thought that was funny because it's like, yeah, pretty accurate. It's just Synthetic Man, but as an old man,
As an
and he's a
old
cop.
Synthetic Man, as an old man. That's a very weird description. I'm also having a hard time imagining Synth as an old man.
It just,
I mean,
I just,
with the way that
I
things are
just,
going right now, like he's got to stop with the doomer talker. He's going to start playing Minecraft for for an indefinitive amount of time. Like that's why I keep telling people you gotta stop playing these shitty games, or else you're gonna end up the only game you're gonna be playing for the rest of your life, or life in air quotes, is Minecraft.
but I just remember, when I was in another Synthetic Man Discord, I just remember, and I even made a video about it on a long time ago on my old channel, that why is Synth for Nani video, and everybody was like, yeah, it's just Synth, but if he was old and like cool, so everybody thought it was funny. He's a deadpan doomer cat boy, and he's really likable. He's the only character in the game I actually like, which is sad. So,
Okay, so Gen 9 OU, I got it made.
I already figured out how to turn the volume down.
Yeah,
Thank
so
God, because
how?
it was
Because
super
I need to
loud.
get, I have to make a new account and everything. So how do you like find a specific person?
You just find a user, and then or friends or whatever.
Okay, let me see how that works. It says you're offline.
But I'm not.
Well, what's your name? I just assumed it was AnnaWaifu.
No, it's Glass of Jelly.
Oh, you changed it. Okay.
Anna Waifu. Yeah, okay. No, I left that behind me.
Well, let's try that. Oh, there it is.
Although I,
Battles short challenge. To not a
although,
random battle. You said OU, so here we go.
although I did Although I did make references to AnnaWaifu here and there. Oh, hello everybody!
That's
Welcome
what I
back.
assumed. Because when I type in AnnaWaifu, I do get a profile. It just says the profile is offline.
Maybe I did make a profile on here a long time ago and I just don't remember. That could be possible. I've had that happen before. Where I made a profile in a game and I just don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that's what happens.
Oh no!
Wagonite. Blissey.
Okay, how do I play this game? Oh, okay.
I don't know what that thing is and I don't care. If I see an enemy, I'm gonna destroy it. There. Oh, he poisons you. Oh man, but that's not.
I'm just gonna use what I learned from OU, watching OU all my life.
Stop using. Oh, protect.
He's like, oh, he's already freaking out. Recover.
Says it's poison.
Oh, you ass! Damn it! Now my whole plan is ruined. Well, that didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna send out. What is that?
Don't tell
Send
me
for
you're gonna
why?
send out. That's just gonna make me kill them.
I know. I'm not saying who though. You don't know who I could send out. I got the Pokemon Black 2 OST. Alright, go. Why is Simpler a poison and water type?
I mean, he's pretty toxic, right?
I like that. No!
Oh, he hit Brave for it too. That's a lot. Oh, yeah. I have no choice. Try to get the fuck out of this.
Switch.
Okay.
I didn't do that much damage. That's bullshit. Whatever.
You don't keep switching.
I'm doing bad right now. I'm not doing good.
You shouldn't be doing that. Dude, you're not gonna be able to bully through bullet punch like that. It's not gonna work.
Frig.
No, because I already reacted to it by terrorizing, so I'm not a bug type anymore.
Are you serious?
I terrorized because you did Brave Bird. I was like, no way.
Okay.
No, it's not gonna do that anymore.
God, I love the music. This gives me such nostalgia.
Oh, you do heal faster than I can punch you.
Yeah.
Or critical hit though. And it's does recoil damage. Okay, Scissor might actually die.
Ooh, that was a critical hit. Oh, I would have cried. Oh! Just like,
Wow,
don't
it
be a
didn't
critical
do
hit,
anything.
please. One down. 5 more to go.
Since it has maximized defense, I'm gonna have to. Oh wait, I could probably.
No! I don't have anything to counter that. God damn it. Okay.
There
Oh,
it is.
no.
I gotta get that guy out of here. What the fuck?
Damn it! Okay. Go!
Oh no way! I know what this guy's gonna do.
I should have insta-killed you, whatever. Oh my god! No, please don't switch! No!
Well, I mean, I wasn't until you said so. Like,
Whatever.
what? You shouldn't have done that.
I pray. This is what happens if you haven't played Pokemon in like years. You don't
He's
remember
not gonna be
anything.
able to attack.
Why is your Dunsparce so OP? Dunsparce is supposed to be one of the worst Pokemon ever made of all time.
How are you attacking first? You're paralyzed.
Okay, let me try something.
Try this.
Oh my god, I don't know what to do.
Why would you do that? No, you're paralyzed.
Okay, I'm gonna try something.
Oh, you're gonna try not to be able to move.
Shit!
Yeah,
Damn
you're
it!
gonna try not being able to move.
Just let me use my this time. Just let me do. Let me do what fuck this game. All right, I'm gonna quit. Oh my god! This is not fair.
Oh
Please
man!
use Wish. Thank God. Jesus
That
Christ.
does nothing. It's just delaying.
I don't even think it's gonna
inevitable.
matter anymore.
It doesn't matter. It's gonna die. It's not gonna make a difference. Why would you switch in? Now he's just gonna take free damage. Oh, okay. I did get poisoned. Oh, and he did heal.
That's
oh.
what I was doing. That's what I was doing.
Okay, okay. I see you. Okay, I don't know what bugs are or something. Oh. Why? No! I was actually kind of afraid of that thing. Why would you switch in Blissey? I'm not afraid of that.
I'm trying to do something.
You're trying to get flinched is what you're trying to do.
No, I'm trying to do something. But it doesn't work if I can't move.
That's the point. That's what I mean. Like, you can't move.
Yeah, I see you got a guard chomp in there. There's no way I'm gonna... Just fucking let me do my thing.
No, I don't want my opponent to move.
Whatever.
Shit. Nope, that's competitive Pokemon. It flinched. You know the worst part about it? Dunsparce's ability is Serene Grace. That's why you can't move. Because it doubles the passive ability of a move by 2. So if a move has a 30% chance of making you flinch, it now has a 60% chance of making you flinch.
That makes so much sense. I forgot Dunsparce had that ability. God damn it. Whatever. Oh, I see what you were trying to do there.
You have to drop your guard eventually. Oh. Well, check this out. Shouldn't have done that.
I know! God damn it! Please. Please! No! Why does it insta-kill you?
Well, the poison's probably gonna kill. Oh, wait, he has left. Oh, he's alive. Okay.
Ah, fuck this game. I hate it.
Oh, yeah, so he's paralyzed. I'm gonna roost. Oh, he's aqua shit. Okay, it's finally gone. So now we're down to what? 3? Who do I even? You know what? Why am I even asking that question? Let's just get this guy out of here.
Oh, holy crap. I have nothing. I'm gonna die. I have nothing. Alright. I give up. I'm gonna die. It doesn't matter.
There it is. Sidekick. There it is. Well, he's paralyzed. Oh, that. Oh, he has extreme speed. I see you. Oh, yeah, this guy got poisoned earlier too. Oh, wait a minute. I forget. Yeah, he's paralyzed when he's a dragon. I don't know who to take care of that. Oh no! Get rid of this guy.
I like how
Get rid of this guy.
Yeah, that's funny. God damn it. Yeah, this is the worst team I could have made, probably. I didn't think about it.
I mean,
Oh!
yeah, because it's random. Oh shit, outrage. Alright.
I did not expect that to happen. I'm gonna die, it doesn't matter.
It'll be first impression. Try to make sure he's gone. Oh. Yeah, GG's, it's over.
Yep. Whatever. Whatever. This game sucks because I didn't win.
I
Oh,
only
wait,
made
did I
one.
exit out? Damn, did I exit out? Was I not supposed to do that? Whoops.
I mean, well, yeah, rematch says it closes this battle, but it also challenges the opponent to a second battle. Except the
Okay, so
challenge.
now let's do an NU team. See how good you do with that.
Sure. I guess I can make an NU team real quick. New Gen 9 OU. Okay, so I have to. Where do I build new teams again? Oh, duh. Forgot. You have to set it up in format. So you said NU, right?
Yep.
Okay. Select team builder. Okay. So that's for. Oh, add a format folder. Why am I brain farting on how to make a new team all of a sudden? It just doesn't seem like it gives me the option to just make a new team of that format. Okay, add a. Oh, duh. Okay, here it is. NU. Okay, yeah, here's the NU teams. Okay, so NUs. Add Pokemon. So just to get a frame of reference, does that include Garchomp? Garchomp is illegal in this. Okay, so. Oh, okay. I see NUs are kind of like POBs. Okay, so like lower tier Pokemon, I guess, is what NU is. Oh yeah, never used. That's I forgot. That's what it stands for. Never used. Well, what do you mean this guy is never used? Okay, he used to be used all the time back in the day. Well, I know who I'm gonna have on my team because I got traumatized by this guy.
You know what's weird? They have Gallade in like NU, but he's one of the best. Like he was actually an RU, back then. It's kind of weird that they put him in NU. He's one of the best Pokemon. That does not. He's too powerful to be in NU. That's why I found it weird. But I was like, whatever. I find that so strange to have him in NU. But whatever.
I'm not really sure how the logic behind the tiers work in Pokemon, but all I know is how to sweat in Pokemon as far as like meta game stuff. Like, oh, this is good and that's good, but I don't actually play it a lot with people. I can turn that around. People always call me while I'm in the middle of doing stuff.
Oh my god, guys, we're playing Pokemon. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm busy playing Pokemon. I am legit busy playing Pokemon, guys.
Scream in their face. I
Uh,
want to smoke so bad because this guy is stressing me out. He just beat me in a match that wasn't fair.
okay, I think this is a good idea for a move. Okay, I need items. Well, I could also. It's Pokemon. Most of the time, it's better to go all out than try to balance your stats out. It's actually a little bit better to try to go all the way out.
I wonder, can I have a Mimikyu on my team? Is that in the game? God, I hope so. I love Mimikyu.
Yeah, but
Um,
is he even good?
he's okay. He's good. He's got that. He's got a cool ability, but I don't know if it's um. How could I? Damn it! Where is the? Wait, let me just make a new one.
Oh hell no! What the fuck? That I didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, this
Mimikyu
is
is an
busted.
RU. Okay, so that means he's not the worst. So do you want to do RU or NU? Oh wait, we were doing NU, right?
Yeah, you said Enya. That's why I'm building a new
Okay.
team.
Okay. Wonder if I should remove a mouse hold and put it to Mimikyu instead of that. I think I'll do that. But I love Mimikyu. He's one of my favorite Pokemon ever. And he's actually not that bad.
This, no, no way. That's insane. That is insane. No way he learns that. That's that's actually kind of overpowered that he can learn that. Yeah, so okay, so I'm starting to understand the importance of terrorizing though, because that was gonna be bad with Scizor until I reacted by terrorizing against the Skymarie. It's like okay, that's why terrorization is important. That was interesting. I guess I'll buff the HP because that's the thing I'm gonna need. Okay, so that's one Mon down. Let's see. Of course,
Alright, I
no
got
one
the
ever uses
true.
Registeel. Why would I use Registeel? Huh? You tell me what I'd ever want to use Registeel. Oh my god.
Registeel sucks.
Yeah, the thing of oh dude, okay, yeah, this guy's going in because he's busted.
Kind of
Yup.
scared what your team's gonna be. I'm really nervous.
Oh, like I've said, I've been playing Pokemon since Gen 1. I've been sweating since Gen 1. So I have a lot of old tactics up my sleeve.
Oh no.
And I get pretty used to how Pokemon plays because it's easy for me to adapt to how the new game works. Actually, this is one of the Pokemon I have in the Sword and Shield mod. There was a Sword and Shield mod that I had gotten where it makes the game harder. And basically, like the gym leaders now have teams that are actually like meta based, which makes it more fun to me anyway. Because part of the problem with Pokemon is that it's way, way, way too easy.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's why it was so boring. At least to me, it was boring because of that. I like, you know what my favorite part of the game is? When you go into like a gym and you beat them in like 5 seconds, and they're like, "Oh, I've never seen such amazing uh 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 strategy before. You're amazing." Just like I just spammed like water gun like 5 times. I love, I love, I love that. This guy is an Are you? I mean, in you? What? How? He was freaking good back then. That's bullshit. Whatever. Oh, right. I got my whole team done. Probably gonna lose, but whatever.
Oh man, that's his ability. I don't know which one of those abilities to use 'cause they both sound insanely bad in their own way, like just absolutely insane to deal with. Oh man. Uh oh, but ooh, okay. So each hit can miss. Multi-hit, so so that makes it sound like uh I'm gonna want to double check that real quick. That just sounds overpowered. Hold on, let me. I just gotta do it real quick. There's no way that 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 applies to that move. Okay.
Oh, and I'll be right back. Let me
Okay.
check something.
Extends this Pokemon. It also bypasses accuracy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. It also bypasses accuracy checks. Yup. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this stream. It bypasses accuracy checks. There's no way, absolutely no way that it bypasses accuracy checks. Oh wow. What in the world is that? Moves. When was triple axle even introduced? Because I've never seen that move. Does it tell me what gen it's from? It's a Generation 8 move? What was Gen 8? Wasn't that Sword and Shield? It was Sword and Shield. Okay, it was introduced in Sword and Shield. I just don't use it. Oh wow, I only got one more hour with Anna. I gotta fix this. Well, this shouldn't take too long if I just make the damn team. I probably don't even need triple axle, but I'll use it just in case due to type, just to keep in mind about typing. Uh, yeah, I forgot what the meta was for this thing. Oh man, it also can know rock blast. Oh Jesus. Oh wait a minute. Yeah, it's better if I have something that paralyzes. Um, user plastic clears all substitutions and hazards. Substitute, sleep talk, you don't need that. Knockoff. Knockoff is really good. Uh, I mean, granted, it's NU, so I'm not too worried about it not being able to live, but it's something that can get shut down if she picks a Pokemon that counters it. So I have to actually keep in mind what's gonna happen, because it might not be able to just so like this thing cannot attack first. It can't be my first Pokemon, that's for sure. Uh, there we go. And oh yeah, okay. I definitely want to attack first. So that's gonna be another sweeper, basically. It's faster than okay. That's crazy. Why is it faster? That just seems absurd. But I'm not gonna ask any questions.
Oh,
Might
I'm
be
back.
better to just. Plus, if I paralyze, yeah, okay, maybe I shouldn't use that, cause that assumes that I'm not gonna get hit on the same turn. So I'll use this in conjunction with another Pokemon. I think it might be best, or maybe I'll have that just in case, cause that way, if I know the Pokemon is gonna die on that turn, or is probably going to die on that turn, then I'll just switch out to somebody else. That makes more sense. Okay. All right. So who's next?
I had to check on a delivery thing.
Oh yeah, I was expecting a delivery almost 2 hours ago. That's why I said it'd be ready in 30 minutes. And turns out that wasn't even true. I'm just like, oh my fucking god, like this.
Oh my god, dude, that happened too. I'm supposed to like ship something off to like Portland, and like they gave me like a email. They were like, "Hey, we your package was successfully picked up." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's still here." So
My god.
yeah, I hate mail people. So then I'm like, okay, why don't I just schedule it? So then I'm just gonna send it tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens.
Reggie Geek Ass is considered I mean, yeah, because he's slow. He's just, oh, okay, and Elsie. That's where oh, ill. That's where all the pre-evolutions are at. I don't want to be bothered with any of that. I want the sweaty Pokemon. What the? I don't want any of those guys. I don't want any of them. What the? Oh, this one might be good. What about you? What can you do? Are there better Pokemon than this one? Because I almost want to pick it because it's like I just like the way that Pokemon looks. Uh, what is this? Ah, no. Okay, this one technically is better because it's higher on the list. What is this guy? Oh, that's a starter Pokemon. I remember this guy. Dancy's on this list. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not all about. So one thing about Pokemon, right? It's not always about the stats. Sometimes what makes a Pokemon insane is its ability. The ability is what makes it crazy. Hmm. I'm not really sure how to use this guy. What's his sleep talk? User targets a stat. Oh, what does that even mean? Uh, yeah, see, I don't know every single thing about Pokemon because I have to figure out what the hell that even translates into. Oh, less than 1 hour remaining. Alright, I gotta hurry it up. Uh, it was blah blah blah. Effect inflicts damage. It uses the target's attack stat to calculate damage instead of the target's attack stat. Damage modifier are applied rather than the user's, but otherwise the user's attack modifiers are used, including the held item. First instance will increase the stat used in calculation, whereas the targets will not. Okay. So in other words, if your opponent has a really high attack stat, it kills them. that's that's actually kind of funny. You know what? Fuck it. Let's use this guy. Um, might as well. We don't have a lot of time, so let's go ahead and use him.
I swear to God, because I now paid for this service now because I'm just like, fuck it, I'll pay for an exact time so I can be there specifically. I'm just like, if it still doesn't work, then I give up. And I guess the eBay person will never get their item.
Oh, you're selling something on eBay?
Yeah, I'm selling this old Wacom tablet I don't use because I'm getting a new one because it's not compatible with my computer anymore. So I was like, fuck it, I'll sell it. And then I just got that email. I'm like, no, you didn't. It's still there. You didn't pick it up. So now I'm gonna pay like 26 bucks for a specific time so then they can finally pick up the damn thing. But if they still don't, then I guess the person's never gonna get their package.
Yeah, that's kind of
Hmm.
messed up.
Yep. And then they'll be angry, and then they'll want a refund, and I'll be like, oops. I mean, you should kind of expect that when you're taking a risk of buying on eBay. I mean, I don't even like eBay. I just didn't know where else to put it. I think eBay and Temu are like the worst like shipping companies of all time. Temu, Temu, Timu was too good to be true for me. I never trusted Timu ever.
Yeah, what even is that?
It was a service, like it was an app where you could get things for very cheap prices, but it was always too good to be true. Like they always had free shit on the app all the time. And I'm just like, well, if they're giving away free stuff, how are they like how are they profiting off of anything? So it turned out, yes, they were like taking data from people and stuff like that, and like, yeah, it was. I always knew it was too good to be true, but people fell for it, I guess. Holy crap!
What?
I think I did have an account on here. I just never used it because I looked up my name, AnnaWaifu, the previous one. Zero battles and zero anything. So I'm like, yeah, I guess I did make an account. I just never used it.
All right, this is NU, so it can't be that difficult to come up with a decent. Oh, okay. I guess I can use this guy. What the? That's just crazy. Okay, I guess we're doing this guy. I guess we're doing him.
I feel ashamed of myself. I bought this game called what is it called again? Disney Dreamlight, whatever it's
Oh,
called.
yeah, you should be ashamed for that. What the?
Look, I only got it because Jack Skellington's in it. Okay, that's the only reason I got it. I
Why do
didn't
you like
actually.
Jack Skellington?
He's cool.
Yeah, but all the alt girls like that. There's so many alt girls that are into Jack Skeleton. There was even a joke about that on Family Guy where he was like, "Fat chicks."
The chicks with black hair get tattoos of
You
me.
know, we already know what it is.
I seen that clip too many times. It's hilarious because someone actually, when I had my own Discord, this was super long time ago. Someone actually posted that clip in the chat when they were talking about like Doomer girls and stuff like that, and I went quiet.
Damn,
So
really?
I went quiet. I was like, yeah, I went quiet for like a day when they were posting that. I was like, oh my god, they're exposing me. Look, I just think Jack is cool. He's got a cool design. He's in a cool ass movie. He's got like the creepy aesthetic I like. He's awesome. He's got a cutesy design. I like him a lot. Although I don't get tattoos of him and whatever, and I don't have black hair, so I don't know what to tell you on that part.
No. Okay, we gotta put that. So what is it? Brown,
Yeah, I got dark brown, short hair, fluffy hair.
dark brown, short, fluffy hair. Oh man, this sounds too good to be true.
And I wear glasses and a black hoodie all the time, and I'm always drinking energy drinks and on my computer.
Well, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of energy drinks, but yeah, everything else sounds too good to be true.
What do you mean too good to be true? Like I'm the living embodiment of a what they would call a fujoshi, I guess. Maybe that's why people thought I was one of them because they're like, "Oh, you're literally described as the meme in the image." And I'm just like, "Oh, it's pretty accurate. Yes, I do look like that kind of."
I mean, come on. I mean, that's a lot of men's fantasy girl right there that you're describing.
Really? I think that I thought the fantasy girl was the someone who dresses in like a traditional gown and has like blonde hair or something. I thought that was the
Okay, that
fantasy.
might be like the chud. Can I say this during stream? Alt white alt rot. I totally mispronounced it, you two. So you don't know what I'm saying. Like that's kind of the traditionalist wet dream, but like nerd guys who are just like quirky, weird nerds that like because you know how like a lot of these guys have a thing for like goth girls.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I ain't like that though. I'm not into goth crap as much as people assume I am because I just wear black all the time. But it's like I like to match, and black is my favorite color, so that's why I wear black all the time. But it's not because I'm like emo or whatever. I don't feel like slicing my wrist. So I become someone. My mom was more of the emo person than I was, actually. I'm just more of the anxiety social outcast, more like, because I'm not even into emo stuff, really. Like, Junji Ito and like creepy manga and like creepy movies and stuff is the closest I go to when it comes to like kind of goth culture, but I'm not really into like fishnets and stuff like that. I don't like that. You know, like the typical goth uh wear, I guess, if you want to call it that. You know, the black boots and all of that shit. I always found that ridiculous. Like those women who wear like fishnet stockings and the super high boots that have the belts on them. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, like the when it seem like they're gonna like cut somebody or something. Really try to hurt some people. Uh,
I'm just expressing myself, those kind of people.
maybe express yourself in the opposite direction, honey. I don't. I don't want to. I don't want to die to that. You know. Come on, like this is getting a little weird. Oh, this guy's pretty good. What's his ability again? This part can't be burned. Fire against it is half. Uh, oh, okay. Well, that's I guess he'll have to do. We're running out of time, so we have to fill out these last two slots.
You know what I picture you as? I
What?
picture you as a kind of buff black man with a big beard who wears casual short sleeve shirts and shorts and flip flops. That's the image I have in my head right now, and I don't know if that's accurate at all.
Uh, the flip flops. I'm not seeing where you got that from. The flip flops. What the? What in the
I don't
world?
know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I don't wear flip flops. I wish I was buff. Oh man, I should probably work on that. Well, I thought you liked Elvis or like slightly chunky dudes, not morbidly
I
obese dudes.
do. I do. I like Elvis's body type a lot. You know, that twink body type he got, you know. At least
Oh,
that's what people call him in the Elvis Discord. They're
there's an Elvis Discord. Now, explain Elvis Discord. What is that?
it's just an Elvis Presley Discord. It's full of trannies
Up
because
and
people
there it
because they
is. And how does that happen?
because the movie came out and like all these younger people like I legit remember I was in a VC one time and there was really like this tranny girl who came up. She was like, "Oh my god, I love Elvis so much. He's got like the black eyeshadow and shit." And I'm just like, "Oh no."
Oh wow. Okay, so why do they like Elvis like that? I'm not understanding.
So okay, let me explain. So you know what Hot Topic is, right? You know the
Yes.
goth. Okay, so since the movie came out, people noticed that Elvis has black hair and he wears black eyeshadow and he wore flashy stuff. But he also wore a black skin, well, not kind of skin tight black leather thing. So he's kind of got that goth image, kind of, for like the 50s. And he's like, I do what I want. I don't give a shit what people tell me. You know, that kind of attitude, and that appeals to young people. So, yes, Elvis is in Hot Topic. um, and younger people like him because he's like the rebelliousness that a lot of teenagers like, and a lot of trans and goth people like him because of that. And it's just like, you know, but I'm sure if Elvis saw a trans person, he'd be like, "Oh, monster!"
Oh man.
I'm gonna
Calling
look this
trans
up.
people, but that I don't endorse this YouTube, okay? I
Oh, I told you. Elvis Presley Hot Topic. It's everywhere. Out of stock. That's funny. Oh
the enemies
no.
turn assaulted, but
Hot
can only
Topic.
use damaging moves. Okay.
Oh my
Steel.
god.
Yeah, rock choice man. All right, definitely getting a little creative with this one. All right, last one, last Pokemon. Let's get this
Yeah,
over with.
I could see him being like a goth kind of dark figure because of his personality and how he looks and everything with the black and all that.
This is literally a tumbleweed. They have a tumbleweed Pokemon.
Oh
It's
yeah, you don't see you, you just noticed.
Attack raised by 1 if hit by a move, wind move, or tailwind begins wind move immunity. Moves ignore substitutes and okay.
Yeah, it's called Bramblin.
Ramblegast. Okay.
Bramblin. Can you believe how uncreative the Pokemon team are getting that they literally made Tumbleweed as a Pokemon?
I mean, I wouldn't say uncreative. It takes, I think, it's a lot of creativity to take a tumbleweed and make that. I guess maybe creativity is the wrong word. It's more like desperation, right? Like desperation.
Remember when they like we all thought the ice cream one was bad, but this is
I
just
mean, there's
something
one
else,
that's
you know?
just keys.
Oh yeah, Cat Klefki.
Yeah, it's just keys. Like what the?
It's just a thing of keys. I like that. That's funny. I remember that. I remember that. I remember when I saw that in Pokemon X and Y. I was like, okay, I'm really done with Pokemon. They're so bad at making anything anymore. Like I can't believe this is what happened. Another thing I noticed too is that each Pokemon game we get less and less Pokemon, which is a shame. Like I think in Sun and Moon they only released like 30 Pokemon in the game. Pokemon Black and White 2, we had 360. I remember that.
Oh, speaking of that, there was a question I wanted to ask you about. I saw in one of your older videos you made, like you were playing this Pokemon online game where you're like running around in a game that looked like Diamond and Pearl or something, and but they're like other people. They were like it was like an online
Oh,
game.
Poke MMO? Yeah.
What called PokeHub?
No, it's called Poke Hub. That's actually a Pokemon porn website. No,
What?
it's
That's a thing.
no. Well,
That's a thing that exists.
it's called Pokephilia now, but back then it used to be called Poke Hub.
Okay, well I learned that, but yeah, the wholesome Chungus Pokemon game where you just play with people online and none of that other stuff. What was it?
Poke MMO.
Pokey MMO. Okay, I'll have to
Yep.
look that up because it looked like something I wanted to play because I've been playing a lot of Power World and it's getting a little lonely just running around in my own little fantasy world with no people running around screwing with me. But so explain to me how you figured out about PokeHub. How did you learn about that?
So, there was this Pokemon YouTuber I used to watch. His name was A Brandon to the Past. I don't watch him anymore because his content sucks now. And he's cringe. But
Damn.
he was talking about controversial Pokemon topics. And one of the things he was talking about was people didn't like the Pokemon Lopunny because parents thought it was a sexual thing. So he was talking about this website called PokeHub and Pokephilia, which were Pokemon porn websites, and Lopunny was a big part of it. And I was like, oh,
Oh
okay.
no.
Yeah.
But why though?
Dude, it's a famous video game product where you can turn things into furries. Why wouldn't it happen? I would have expected that to happen.
I wouldn't have. I
I
definitely
would
wouldn't
have.
have. Like I definitely wouldn't have expected that. That's insanely. That's very bad. That's very bad. I don't
That's because
know.
you're too pure for this world. That's why you don't expect it.
Oh, I guess so. I didn't think I would be, but apparently so.
I remember the first time I found Rule 34, I was like, oh, okay. Well, my mind has been destroyed. I saw some crazy shit on Rule 34. Like, I think that's what damaged my brain just by looking at that when I was younger. Never give your kids the internet.
Why were you looking at that though?
Has someone okay, so I used to be on this website called Quotive. I don't know if you ever heard of it. You ever heard of that?
No
Quotive?
quota. Can you explain?
Quotive. It's a
Quota.
fan fiction website, and I had friends on there, and one of them, I think her name was Demonic Angel or something like that. But
That
she sent
totally
me.
doesn't sound satanic in any way whatsoever. Oh wow, demonic angel. Okay, sorry to interrupt. Continue.
God, you sound like my dad. My God, Demonic Angel. Oh.
Yeah, that fills me with a lot of confidence.
So it, Well, I stopped being friends with her because she was like, ah, "Call me by my pronouns or Faye Fear," and I was like, "Okay, I'm done being
Faye
friends with
Fear.
you."
What the fuck?
Do you mean
What is that?
Faraga for Final Fantasy? You want to be called Faraga? Anyway, so she
What
sent
you
me a
call for
link.
rock?
She sent me a link, and she said, "I want you to look at this for a second." And I was like, "What is it?" And she just said, "Just click it, just do it." And this is what happened. I clicked Rule 34. First, it sent me to a picture. I vaguely remember it. It was a porn image of the dude from Boku no Pico,
Oh
and it was also
no.
a link to the actual video. And yes, I watched it like a half of like I don't even remember how much I did, but that scarred me. And I felt like that guy from that video who was like, um, "Yo, what the fuck? What did I just watch?" or something. I don't remember. It was like, "Yo." I don't know
Yeah,
if you know what I'm talking about.
that's very interesting. I just find it interesting that you know about this because I don't want to get too deep into this because we have Pokemon that we play. Oh shit, we only have 40 more minutes. Like just give him Shadow Punch and get it over with. Just give him Shadow Punch and keep, just fuck it. We have to go. We have to go now. But
Well, I have to get ready at 4, but I don't have to leave until 5, so we still have some time. I just have to get ready around 4 o'clock. I think
all
that's what I
right.
meant.
But yeah,
So,
because you were talking about that you were in agreement with banning it, with banning
yeah.
pornography.
Well, okay, let me kind of back. Yeah, I know this is backpedaling, but let me think about that a little more. Like, so what I mean is, I don't think kids should have it. Like, kids shouldn't have access to it until they're like an adult. Is what I mean. Like, we should put more barriers to prevent kids from seeing it, because kids can have access to it easily. Even if you put all these restrictions, like, oh, you have to be 18, yada yada, they can find a way around it, right? Like my, that's why I was kind of like weirded out when Carl said he didn't like digital ID, because it's like, well, how else are you gonna do it? Like, unless you
That's
get
a
rid of
very good
technology,
point. How else are you
unless you
gonna? Yeah, how else are you gonna do
exactly.
that?
Unless you get rid of technology, there's no other way to prevent kids from seeing like images like that. So the only way you can do it is by digital um ID. And that's funny to me because I'm pretty sure Carl uses digital ID every day. Like he uses a credit card, doesn't he? He uses
Yeah,
a
because
social security
define
number.
digital ID, right? Because like, yeah, I
Yeah,
would be skeptical of having to type in my social security number and every single just to order like groceries from like an app or something, right? But
yeah.
as far as that's concerned, right? Like if you use your credit card information, all that stuff it can be used to identify you. So technically, you already have digital ID. I mean, I know that Carl uses Grubhub or DoorDash or whatever Uber Eats because I've heard him order Taco Bell for breakfast one time before, which
That's digital ID.
that's also consuming goy slop, which one of his main points was that hamburgers and stuff are like toxic to your body. I mean, I don't know, man. I just feel like my stance on that is personal accountability. Like you've been told that this stuff is bad, right? And you can talk about the benefits of doing X, Y, and Z, but at the end of the day, you know that smoking a pack of cigarettes a day is bad for you. Did you know that there are 70 chemicals in out of 7,000 different chemicals in cigarettes that are known to cause cancer?
Yep. I think there's like petrol and stuff for your hair and stuff like that. There are like too many chemicals in there. Just like
Oh, hold on. I
that's why
just
I
gotta
switched to
get the
vaping.
door open real quick.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, oh, oh.
All right, sorry about that. That was what, 10 minutes?
I took that time to get ready in case I gotta go early or something, so it was actually kind of a good idea.
Your team was rejected for the following reason. Oh, is banned by
Ah!
Gen 9. Oh, just one item. I just had to get. Oh, I see. They don't want me to. Oh, I can't. You don't want me to stun lock people. That's why. Says you have a problem with that. Okay. They don't want you to
Good.
stun
Get
lock
rid of it.
people.
Good. So what were we talking about? We were talking about
Why
cigarettes.
does it get stuck?
That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, the move I was using, it said the item that you're about to use to completely rob this woman is banned.
Oh, good, good. You can't use some cheap shit. Gotta use your actual brain. Or those way out of line.
Fine, I'll just cop out with this guy instead.
You make he's gonna have 6 Dunsparces.
I don't think it allows me to use Dunsparce because I think
No,
Dunsparce
no,
is
no,
considered OP. He's actually high tier.
no.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue with Dunsparce. He's actually a high tier.
How come in actual tournaments he's not? In actual tournaments he
No,
sucks. He's
he
a
is.
EU. Is he? Wait, hold on.
He's just not that commonly used. Because the thing about Dunsparce is basically what I showed you, right? Like his abilities cause you to not be able to move.
Hold on. Let me see. Um, tournaments. Hmm.
It's
Is
like
he? Is from what I remember watching a Paul Swipe Gaming's video, he kind of sucks. But maybe they made him better in newer generations.
no,
I'm not
not
sure.
only is Dunsparce was always good. There's a video. I'll link it to you after we're done. It's basically it's this old video from Pokemon Revolution where this guy cranks out this like Uber, right? Cranks out what Palkia because it was because of Pokemon Revolution for the Nintendo Wii. He cranks out Palkia or some shit, and then he goes up against Dunsparce, and he just gets flinched to death. He gets paralyzed. He gets blitzed every time, and he just can't move.
Wow, great strategy.
Yeah.
No, it's a bad strategy. Ban Serene Grace forever.
No. I'm not gonna do
Yes.
that. I'm not gonna do that.
What?
There we go. You have any
When is
problems
John's
opening
brother coming
jars?
back? Me? Of course I do. I'm a woman.
I know. My mom was saying stuffing, but yeah, because I can open jars.
I can't. Hmm.
My God. Oh man. Okay, we have high critical put hit ratio. If physical is intact, I guess give it the Terror Blast. Uh, and actually, no. Why would I want to use Mystical Fire? Why would it learn that? Why would you teach it this move? Oh man. Okay. Well, hyper. I'll give it like maybe a stat move or something. I don't know how to fix it. How about that should probably that should give it triple axle just to. Oh, X scissor. That's probably a cut move. All right. Okay, an item. I'll just cop out and use expert belt. Fuck it. All right. So an item and something and this and this. Should this thing have this or should it have something else? How about maybe the helmet? Well, disable encore heal block taunt single use focus band heavy duty boots. Choice band. You're not gonna do anything that will require heavy duty boots, are you?
I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
uh, a minus defensive knee. Fuck it. Just use this. I'll just use that.
Dude, you know what I want to play next time?
What?
Fucking Kingdom Hearts, dude.
Is there a multiplayer for Kingdom Hearts?
No, but we could just, either one of us play it and we just watch it, I guess. because I would fucking love to play Kingdom
That
Hearts.
sounds pretty based in red pill, as the kids would say. Yeah, totally. I would
I
do
would
that.
love to do that. Yeah.
I would love to do that too.
Sora.
I do. I actually am unironically into the lore of Kingdom Hearts, so it's crazy, but that's my shit. All right. I should be able to just find the user and do. I should be able to just do it again. Okay. Challenge to end to an NU battle. Okay.
God,
I
I
got
would
the
love a
NU
synthetic.
team.
I would love a synthetic man mod for Kingdom Hearts. I would love that so much. Don't let the darkness take over.
I mean, he says that, but remember, he's a Cobra. Oh, we have Star. Ah, I see. Star. We have some three of the two of the same Pokemon. Okay.
Are you serious?
Yes. Huh. Who should I use? Maybe I should do. Yeah. I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna lose so hard.
This iron. What was he called? This guy who's not 3D animated. I don't like the ones that don't have models on them. But I was struggling to think of who to pick, so I just picked him. This team seems pretty meta though. Talonflame. I could have sworn Talonflame was pretty high up there. I didn't think to use.
I just picked him. I just picked him because he has a lot of speed and Swampert has a lot of defense and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's kind of what makes him bust.
Why don't you put a goal lurk first? You know, why don't you do that?
I already picked.
I don't know who to pick. Fine, oh, why is Synthetic Man Glade? Glade is cooler. I can't. Okay.
Okay.
This is probably a bad idea.
I mean, it's fire. But,
Screw it.
oh wait, U-turn. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Fighting is resistant to bugs. That's why it didn't hurt as much. Like, why didn't that hurt? It's like it hurt enough.
Oh no, Galate's a fucking psych type. I can't send him out. Damn it. There we go. No, wait, no, bad idea. No. That's a bad idea. Bad idea. Nope.
All this switching.
I was expecting you to switch, but I took a chance anyway.
I mean, someone had to. Someone had to switch there.
Thomas. You made Thomas the big iron dude.
Well, I mean, Thomas is a pretty big guy to me. Oh, I forgot about Flare Blitz.
Oh, I thought that was.
It didn't matter.
Oh, I thought that was a steel type.
No, it's a rock type.
Oh, I keep forgetting to. Okay, whatever.
I mean, the shiny does kind of make it look like a steel. I didn't think about that when I picked it. I wasn't trying to trick you. I didn't think about that.
Oh, I wish I put Swords Dance on the blade. It'll probably hurt me.
Oh, yeesh. It survived! Yay!
No! Why do you do this?
Why would you switch out? No, because the reason why you're losing because you keep trying to save Pokemon that are dead. Like, he was gonna die. So now what's gonna happen, right? The next time that guy comes out, he's gonna be paralyzed.
Okay, whoopsies. Oh, not this thing. Alright, what can I do? This is where I die.
Don't just switch out if you don't waste your turn. If you're gonna switch out, don't waste your turn on it.
Fine. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I didn't think that would kill him. Oh well.
It's gone. There we go.
I knew it was gonna die. Some water and bug tight. What the hell? What can I do? There's nothing I can do.
Not just that, but it has water level. It reduces the amount of damage fire attack. Do I trust this? Well, it's dark. I don't think we can get it. Oh, it's toxic. No, I don't want to be poisoned. In fact, I want that off of me. Get that off of me. Oh, wow, we great minds think alike. There we go. There we go.
No!
He's paralyzed! And he's paralyzed, so what is he gonna do?
I want to disconnect so bad.
You're just switching over, each one, they're just gonna take more damage. Now look, every time that happens, every time he gets hit by lunge, its attack stack goes down. No, that's a physical attack. It's only gonna get weaker.
I know. There's nothing I can do, man. I don't have anything that's
I'm gonna lunge at you again.
Oh my god. Alright, go Glade.
He's already here.
Why are you still asleep? Okay.
No, I'm awake now. I woke up already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's
no, wait, I can't do that again. Damn it. I was just. Alright, you know what? I don't care anymore. I'm gonna die. It doesn't matter.
The target's defense by 1. Wow, that's insane. Let's lower its attack. In fact, let's keep lowering its attack. That way it won't be able to do any physical damage. Oh, I see. Toxic and Confused is a pretty bad combination. Get rid of that. Yeah, look, I might be confused, but at least I'm not poisoned.
Whatever.
And the Lord, that's not gonna work because of my ability.
Just keep doing that forever and ever and ever.
Fire. Energy. Well, that's not too scary. Okay. Great.
Oh! Oh, he's gonna switch! He's gonna switch! He's gonna switch to... I know, he's gonna switch to O. Oh, okay.
Check this out. Do it again. Oh! That hurt a little too much. Yeah, this should be Yup.
Oh, you name it Kefla. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty cute. I like that. Name it Kefla.
Raining kiss.
Hey, no, that was a bad move. No, no, no. Fairy types are weak against. Oh, why did I do that? I'm so dumb.
It stole the leftovers. It stole it. Now it's giving me enough time to do this.
Whatever. I hate this game.
Ah.
Oh,
it destroyed it.
Woo.
I don't know, it's looking like I might actually lose this. Cause I gotta get Swampert out of there. If I can get rid of Swampert, then I'm good.
Don't want to waste my chandelier. Right?
Don't waste Swampert, that's for sure.
I'm trying to do something, but I don't think it's gonna work.
Alright, this is gonna be it. Why would you do that? No! now he gets to stay here. Now this guy gets to stay here. I was legit worried about losing the spider. It's like, if I lose the spider, I can't take down Swampert. You let him heal. Okay, reduce his attack, but that doesn't reduce his No, I'm not afraid of the energy ball. I'm not afraid of that at all. In fact, here I go. No, I'm not afraid of that either.
I'm just over here like I stopped caring like 15 minutes ago because I knew I was gonna lose, so it doesn't matter.
You might be able to win. I don't know what attacks it's like. Okay, you use Toxic, Moonlight, and Confuse Ray. Does it know any kind of physical attack?
Nope.
It has no attacks?
Nope.
No wonder you never attacked me with it. It has no attacks? Okay, it's pretty ballsy making a build that, or a Pokemon that doesn't have any attacks. That's pretty cool, I guess. But it's like, nothing? Nothing. I see you. You're trying to waste all my TP on that. Too bad, because I built it around rest, so I'm gonna survive it. So I'm lowering your attack stat for no reason, because you chose no attack. My God, even if it did know an attack, it just wouldn't work at this point. Wow, just dragging it out even further, I see.
Yep.
Liquidation. Use that deep trick room. Uh-oh. I forgot what it did. I think it like swaps your stats or something.
It swaps your speed. It makes your teams.
But my Pokemon is slow as shit, so you just made him faster.
Oh yeah.
You made him faster. Now he's gonna attack before Swampert. Now he's gonna attack first. Oh, that's right. He's watering ground, so I can just use Liquidation. And the last one left.
Damn it! I had like this whole plan in my head. I had this whole plan in my head where I was like, okay, so I'm gonna use Trick Room so I can get my speed up, but I forgot that it makes the other team's speed go up too. So
because it swapped speed stat. That would have worked against Infernape because he's like super fucking fast, but he wasn't even out.
Oh my god, whatever. That was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, it's cool if I finally find somebody to play Pokemon with. I've been trying to get the other Sim cells to play Pokemon. Nobody wants to play Pokemon Showdown. Oh my god.
Because they think it's gay.
Oh, but Pokemon Showdown is fun though.
Pokemon is really fun too. I miss battling against my friends in that, but I haven't played it in forever.
Is it still alive, or did Nintendo shut it down, or?
No, it's still going good. It's still alive. I got a pretty good team and everything in there. You should play it. It's pretty fun. It's
Did,
just in MOBA with Pokemon, but it's really fun.
I mean, that's what like classic Pokemon is missing is a multiplayer, like massive multiplayer online. I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't made something like that already. They
They
could
tried to, but it didn't work.
they did. Which one did they try that with?
I need to look it up. I know they tried to make an MMO, but I don't remember um which one they tried. I think it was which one was it? I don't remember. I think it was supposed to be like something like Nintendo World or something like that. I don't remember what
Well,
it was.
that's the problem.
It
Yeah,
wasn't actually made by Nintendo, to be fair. It was made by some like executives there who like made their fuck off to make their own studio, but it didn't work. So
yeah. No, see, that doesn't count. They need to make an actual legit. Game Freak needs to make an actual legit multiplayer Pokemon game where you just run around. Kind of like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I mean, granted, it was a buggy mess, but they still had like the open world, which was the right direction, right? But imagine that game, but like other trainers are running around like with you, like other real people going around catching Pokemon. You could, I mean, they already had like this feature where you can have a co-op partner and catch Pokemon with them and stuff in Scarlet and Violet, right? Like, didn't that game have like co-op multiplayer?
yeah, I wish they did that too. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, like that's
I
what Pokemon's missing.
You know what I always wanted? You know what I always wanted?
What?
I want a Minecraft MMO.
Don't they kind of technically, well, not an MMO, but like, aren't you able to host a server where like more than like one person, like, can it go to like 10 or 16 something people?
Yeah, but it's not like official like Mojang or anything. Well, maybe not a Minecraft MMO, but I always wanted. There was a game I always wanted to MMO of when I was younger. It was like a. Oh, I always wanted a Kingdom Hearts MMO. That's what I wanted when I was a kid, but it didn't work. And
Be
they tried
careful
to
what you
kind of do
wish
that with
for.
the. They did. Didn't they try to do that with mobile and it didn't work or
Yes,
something like that?
that
They
was
tried it.
the X chain games or whatever, the ones on the mobile phones. Oh man, look, I'm not gonna say those games were dog shit, but it's definitely not what I was thinking when I said I wanted a Kingdom Hearts prequel or anything. Not that. Oh, yeesh. But I mean, it was cute for how it, while it lasted. It was whatever. It wasn't terrible. It had tons of lore if you're really into the lore. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts lore, I should ask you this, right? Who do you think the Master of Masters is?
Master of Masters. Um, Donald Duck. I don't know, man.
That's a meme answer. I thought you'd give me a real answer. I think the Master of Masters is actually Demix.
You think so?
Because Demix is the one organization member we know the least about, and he's like goofy and like it's mysterious how like he's played like this idiot. And the Master of Masters has this like really kind of goofy, exaggerated personality, but he like knows everything. I feel like Demix is a character who's pretending to not know stuff.
I always thought Axel was going to be more important to an Organization 13, which is that's the only thing I liked about Kingdom Hearts 3 was that they gave Axel more screen time, but I was really upset when they didn't really give him much to do at the end of the game. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who cares, but have you played Kingdom Hearts 3
Oh
or
yeah, I played Kingdom Hearts 3. I just need to play the DLC. I already bought it. I just didn't have the time to finish it because I wanted to do the Yozora boss fight and everything, and I've yet to actually look at the ending and stuff for that. But I know that there's going to be like some lore dumping with Luxor. They've already kind of implied that Luxor is going to have a big some reveals in Kingdom Hearts 4 because like he's connected some to this Yozora character somehow. So like he knows some stuff. So they're gonna talk about Luxord. They already revealed the big twist with Zigbarg. For anyone who hasn't played the game, I'm pretty sure most people who care have already played it. You already know about Zigbar, but
Zigbar? I hate that name.
I mean
I
it's
think it's
it's it's kind of
stupid.
innocuous. Like you wouldn't expect that twist from Zigbar.
I want to name my kid Zigbar.
Well, I mean, that was never his name to begin with, and his name was Braig, and it's. I don't think that was ever his name either. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't think Braig
Uh,
was ever his name to begin with.
you know what? I'll spoil it. I don't give a shit. You played through the whole game, right? You
Yeah,
like
I
you know
played
the
through the
story.
yeah.
Okay.
And I also did the part where you save Kyrie. The only part I haven't done was fight the data organization.
The thing I hated was I liked that Axel became a Keyblade wielder, but I hated what they did with him at the end, where they didn't really give him anything, and I hated that they were building up Kyrie to be like Aqua in a way, where she was going to be like, oh, the female strong female women, but then they were just like, no, get back in the kitchen, Kyrie, and just fucking kill her at the end. I thought that was
Dude,
actually funny.
I remember, being so disappointed when I saw that because there was all this hype about Kyrie being a keep weight winner, like you said, right? Just for her to get yeeted by Xehanort, and it's just like, what was even the point of that?
Xehanort! I just remember Riku screaming that, and then Mickey jumps in the air, and he's like, Windaga! Or whatever, and
I think he used Stopga or something on him.
I'm just like, I hate this. I hate Kingdom Hearts 3, dude. I hate it so much.
I mean, I like Kingdom Hearts 3, but I'm not gonna sit there and defend it and be like, "Oh, this is a misunderstood masterpiece." Because as a Kingdom Hearts fan, it's like I'm along for the ride no matter where Nomura takes us. But I can definitely admit that there's a lot of flaws, not just narratively, but in the game itself. You know, like it still feels like you're insanely overpowered, even on critical mode. There's this the game has completely lost any identity with its combat. Yeah, it's because it's floaty and stuff. Like it's still an Osaka team game at the end of the day. We're never gonna get a game that plays like Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2 ever again. Like, oh my god.
Now, I will say this. I actually kind of enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 3's gameplay because it did feel more weighty and you're there, you can move a lot more. Because when I'm going back and playing Kingdom Hearts 1, I'm just like, yeah, the gameplay isn't the greatest. I mean, it's still fun because it's kind of difficult. It's probably the most difficult Kingdom Hearts game in the series. Um,
You
but I
three?
just Kingdom Hearts. No, Kingdom Hearts 3. No, Kingdom Hearts 1 has the hardest
Oh, Kingdom Hearts 1.
boss
Yeah,
battles in it.
yeah. I would
But
definitely
Kingdom
agree
Hearts
that Kingdom
3,
Hearts 1 is the hardest.
I love the movements and everything. I even love the art style. I think the game looks amazing, but it's just so easy. Like I kept getting like you know how you get like the teacups and the train and stuff like that. I got that like every
Oh
5 minutes in a
wow.
boss battle. Like every 5 minutes. I was like, "Are you shitting me?"
I
And then
remember
the battle would
those.
be over. Oh, you don't remember that? You press
The
triangle and a ride comes out of
attractions, yeah,
nowhere.
and there's no execution. You just mash it.
I know, I hate it. It's not fun. If it happened like every once in a while, like if it was some like big special ability that you grew over time, that'd be one thing. But I got it like every 5 minutes, like in every battle ever.
And it's
I,
technically random, but like the problem is that when you get so many attractions, right? Like you get like let's say you get like the water theme park boat ride attraction, right? Then okay, well you use that one, so now there's like a timer or something to refill it or whatever. But like you'll still get other things other than that attraction as you build up your gauges, right? So you can just have a whole bunch of events stacked on top of each other. So you use one attraction and then you immediately get another attraction that you also have enabled. The only way to turn that off is to just disable your attractions.
yeah, I love the art style. I like how it moves. I like how that's about it. I can't stand the Disney worlds. I don't like them in this game. Um, because first of all, they're not the worlds I wanted to see anyway. I don't care about Toy Story, although it is pretty funny to hear Woody say, "I bet you're just evil because you haven't been played enough." And then Sora goes like, "His heart is lost to the darkness, Woody," and that gave me a laugh. I remember that made me laugh really hard. But
That
do you remember the
explains a lot of
Frozen world?
chuds.
You remember the Frozen world where it's like just let it go and then just like they're in the
Oh
background not doing
man.
anything? And I'm just like, this is not a Kingdom Hearts game. Like in Kingdom Hearts 1, they be going up to Elsa and they be trying to like help her through her like emotional issues or something, but it's like, no, they just sit in the background while she's singing Let It Go, and it's like it's literally frame to frame of the original movie, and I'm just like, come
And
on.
just well, but it's got Sora, Donald, and Goofy in it this time.
Yeah, they're in the background for a few minutes and you see them going like, whoa, and that's it. It's
My
like I just
God. And that was like pre-rendered. Like they obviously put a lot of effort into that scene in particular. I knew Frozen was kind of like a big deal. Even I made a big deal out of Frozen. I made my folks watch fucking Frozen with me. Yes, the big ooga booga black man made his family watch fucking Frozen. Cause I grew up with Disney movies, so like Disney musicals and stuff were a big deal for me. So when they made that movie and people were talking about how good it was, I got hyped for it. So and I watched it, and it's just like, well, it's all right. Like I don't hate Frozen. I definitely feel like it was a missed opportunity. My biggest problem with that movie though is Hans. Like he didn't get enough characterization for his betrayal to really feel organic. It felt like because the whole twist villain thing has been used in so many Disney movies like Zootopia and I mean I thought it was pretty good in Coco though the twist villain in Coco worked. But like they've done that so many times. I mean even Monsters Inc. had a twist villain.
But
Eh,
that was done better because they were foreshadowing the betrayal throughout the whole film, and
exactly.
it and he's still in character. Like, yeah, that would be in Mr. Waternews's character to betray them if he felt like he needed to protect the company. But in Frozen, it's like Hans is like the nicest guy ever. He's like, marriage material, and then he just turns evil all of a sudden, and you're just like, what? So it's
Yeah, and
just a
then it doesn't
whiplash.
even sound like he had a real motivation. I mean, like there should have been like some hints towards like him wanting to overtake the kingdom or something that made that feel organic. But it comes out of absolutely nowhere. I mean, you might as well have revealed him to be a lizard person, and it would have had the same impact.
Like he was so nice throughout the entire movie, and then like the last 10 minutes is when they make him evil, and it's just like, okay, but I don't see that happening him as a character. Like he helps Elsa at one point. He's like, "Don't be the monster you think you are," or whatever. I don't remember. But he like helps her, but he tries to kill her in the next scene, and it's like it doesn't work. It doesn't fit because you don't have enough time to understand his character to see, yeah, that could happen. Mr. Waternoose seems like that kind of guy because he's always obsessed with the top scares and getting all the energy and all that stuff. So yeah, I could see him betraying Mike and Sully. So it makes sense to me. I just Pixar always did the twist villains much better than Disney. I don't know what's with Disney why they're doing that all of a sudden, but and it's the same in Kingdom Hearts 3. It's like when you see Hans, it's like I don't give a shit. Do you remember that they showed Hans for like five
Oh yeah,
seconds?
remember how he had no speaking lines and he just turned into a heartless? Like that's it. It's like because the wolf heartless is supposed to be Hans heartless, but since Hans has no character development in that game, like even worse than the movie, it's like wow. Like if I remember correct, didn't Scar at least have a couple of speaking lines in Kingdom Hearts
I
2?
I
Or
was about to say I was like Scar had more speaking lines than Hans did.
well, because any number is bigger than zero.
Oh my
Hans didn't
god,
even
man.
speak. I very clearly remember him not speaking. I want to say he doesn't speak. And he kind of just succumbs to the darkness, even though you know nothing about him. Which means
They
if you
just assume you know the movie before, so they
exactly
didn't
that
care to.
entire world is based on the assumption that you know the movie that is based on, which is not always the case because Kingdom Hearts is a popular series. So many different people are into it. They might not have seen every single Disney movie, so it's like you've got to be kidding me, you know? Especially when they base like worlds off of the older movies. Like, not it might be crazy to think, but especially like younger generations, they might not have seen Cinderella. So, so Birth by Sleep, bothering to characterize those characters for you within the game, that's actually important. But yeah, the Frozen world, from my recollection, is generally agreed upon by Kingdom Hearts fans to be the worst world in any Kingdom Hearts game ever created. It's just the definitive worst world.
It breaks my heart so much as a Kingdom Hearts fan because I love how it looks. I love the art style. I love how Sora looks in the Mike Sully world. I love how he looks in the pirate world. Like, it looks amazing, and I love the movements and stuff. I just wish the story and the gameplay was just much better and more, like, just structured because I didn't feel anything after completing the game. Like, I felt like it was a big waste of time. Like, the characters that I grew to like Roxas and Axel and Aqua and Vanitas and all those other people, it's like I don't care. Like I just I don't know. I just don't think the emotion was there. Like, you remember in Kingdom Hearts 2 when Sora arrives at Destiny Island with Kairi and Riku, and you see all the characters jumping around, hugging each other. It's like that made me cry, you know. But seeing it now, I'm just like, I don't care. Like they didn't really do much with the characters in that game, and that's what makes me depressed. And, you know, it's heartbreaking to me.
And the worst part about it is that it was like multiple years, yeah, 13. He waited 13 years to make Kingdom Hearts 3. We had to do all these prequels and spin-offs to get any kind of closure to all these extraneous story events that got just slathered onto us, just cobbled together. And it turns out the payoff is Kingdom Hearts 3. Like we waited through all those games. I had to slog through Chain of Memories, Rechain of Memories. Dear God, we went through all of that just for this. Why did I play all the Kingdom Hearts games and actually pay attention to the lore? It was just going to lead to this.
This one made me depressed about the third game so much because I waited so long. Like ever since I played the first game as a little kid, and then two, and then I got Birth by Sleep. I didn't care about 367 or whatever that was. I didn't care about that game.
Oh,
I don't think I even played it.
358 over 2.
Yeah, something like that. I didn't even
So
play
you
it.
didn't know who
I
Shion was.
No, I didn't. I
See?
mean, I'm pretty sure I played it. I just don't remember it. That's the thing, because I remember playing Dream Drop Distance, but I don't remember what happened in it. Because I didn't care about the spin-offs really. I cared more about the main series games. But I do remember playing Birth by Sleep all the way through, and I do plan on playing the 360 whatever shit in the Dream
358
Drop
over 2. That's
Distance.
totally not a difficult name to remember.
I remember playing Kingdom Hearts Recoded as well. That game is pointless. Don't play it. You're not gonna miss anything.
Well, at least the gameplay in that game was good, but yeah, the story and the fact that it reuses the Kingdom Hearts 1 worlds yet again. Oh my God. There were
Not even Nightmare Before Christmas is in it. And not even the Aerial World is in it. So who gives a shit?
I mean, the area world, you can keep that, but I remember
Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I don't even like that world that much. I remember hating the swimming mechanics in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I hate it.
it was so bad with that when they reused it in Chain of Memories. They just had Sora walk around underwater because like
You know what? I'll say that too about 3. The swimming mechanics is much better in 3. I'll say that. Not amazing, but it's better. So I can tolerate it more in 3 than 1 and 2. I Every time I go to the Atlantica world, I always groan. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do this. I hate it. I
speaking of
think
Atlanta.
what?
No, I was gonna ask you. Do you prefer the swimming mechanics nightmare of the first game or the mini game hellhole of the second one?
Oh man, dude, that is a tough one. I hate both equally.
Damn.
I hate the Atlantica world. I hate having to do it every single time I play through it. I think that world, Wonderland, and the Peter Pan world is my least favorite worlds in
I
anything.
kind of liked the Peter Pan world to an extent, but I thought it was done way better in a Birth by Sleep just because you actually get to explore Neverland. It's not just Captain Hook's ship.
On your wrist. Cool.
Oh, and then they had like the clock tower thing in the first game with that secret boss. Oh man,
That was
you
cool.
fought all the secret bosses in the first game, right?
Oh yeah, dude. When I saw Sephiroth for the first time, because I was kind of a fan of Final Fantasy at the time, kind of. So, because I remember playing through 7 on my mom's PS1, and I remember seeing Sephiroth in the Kingdom Hearts 1 like super bosses. I was like, oh my god, Sephiroth! And then you hear like the hush of the pain or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, this is so fucking cool. And it took me like I think 5 tries to beat him, but I finally got it. Like once you have a lot of elixirs, he's not that hard to deal with. You just have to write a um,
They got the
I
weirdest voice actor for him in that game, though.
yeah, who was that? I don't think that was the same one in 2, was it? I think it was a different one in 1.
Come, power. Come. I remember. you were
You remember the
you were
you remember
memeing the
that
hell out of
line?
that.
Remember that line in 2 when Donald sees Sephiroth? Sora, it's Sephiroth. I remember laughing super hard at that. Like I love Kingdom Hearts, but it's retarded. It's autistic.
It's yeah, the novelty, for lack of better words, of Donald motherfucking Duck talking about Setharoth, like the guy who was tried to destroy the world with a meteor. Like, okay,
Okay, I will say this. I hated Cloud's outfit in 1. I don't like it at all. I thought it looked stupid. I hated it.
I mean, it's goofy, but on a part of me, I guess some autistic part of my brain kind of likes the fact that his sword is covered in bandages, but there's even though it makes no sense. Like,
He covered it in toilet paper. He was worried about getting blood on it.
I don't know. It like Nomura's character designs look really cool, but for like it's a rule of cool type of character design where like the design makes no sense if you think about it for 5 seconds. Like Lulu being covered in belts, it's like she just has a dress made out of belts.
I remember what who's the ninja girl? I forgot her name.
Yuffie?
Yeah, Yuffie. She looked okay in the game. I thought she looked alright. Eris looked pretty good. I didn't like how Leon looked. I thought he looked. I
It's
never liked
Aerith. You gotta say it right. It's Aerith.
whatever. She
You
fucking
know,
gets.
like
I don't care.
Aerith.
No, she's annoying. I hated her. Final Fantasy VII, I hated her. I was like, no, get with Yuffie, you idiot.
Really? You're not
Yeah,
Tifa. You voted for her to get
I
with
mean
Yuffie?
Tifa, not Yuffie. I get them mixed up. I don't know why I meant Tifa.
Okay, one of
The
them has
Yuffie girl.
giant tatas. The other one is technically underage.
Oh, oops.
Was she like
Big.
17? I mean, that's close enough, right? I mean, it's a Japanese game.
Yeah, I just remember playing the original, just being like, "Why are you getting with fucking Eris, dude? Get with Tifa, you moron! Why?
Well, because
Why did
she's
you like
the
Eris?"
the Aryan princess. The Wheatfield. I don't know, brown hair. Brown is closer to blonde than black. I guess. So like, because she's the flower girl. She's literally picking flowers. But
I
Tifa's
just
like a
remember.
Tifa's a tomboy that makes alcoholic drinks. That's alcohol that isn't kosher. It's bad. Like I don't know. I mean, that's
No, you know what? Screw the women. Cloud should have got with Barrett.
really. No, he really should have got with Tifa. Have you played Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Not the actually yes I have. I haven't finished it, but I did play the remake. Yes I did. But I remember playing all the way through the original game.
The amount of rizzing. Oh my god. This man Cloud is so oblivious. Like that one scene where Tifa's like she pours her dress or whatever in his room, right? The little apartment that he's rented out, and he's like, "So how do I look?" And like you have to like answer the question of how she looks or whatever. It's like, why is this woman changing her clothes in your house and asking you how she looks? She couldn't have laid it any thicker. And it wasn't just Tifa, it was Jesse. Jesse was laying it on, trying to give him a hero's kiss and all this other kind of stuff.
Forgot
Even
about this
Yuffie
shit.
like lays it on him in Rebirth. Like, oh my god. And Aerith, okay, now here's the thing about Aerith, right? Or Eris or Aerith. Now notice how Aerith is the only one that was like cheering it on when like Cloud was forced to dress in drag. She
I
was the
can't
only
believe
one
they
that was
put
into
that in the new game. I can't believe they put that in there. I did not expect them to put that in there. I really didn't. But I thought that was funny when they did it. I was like, oh yes, Goldilocks Cloud is back, baby.
Oh man, it like Eris seemed like she enjoyed it a little too much.
Because she's a bitch and I hate her.
But she's just an innocent flower girl, and like like she needs to die for Sephiroth's plans to work because she's like the protector of Earth or some. I forgot what Eris was supposed to be. I have to finish playing through remake because I stopped like I don't know how far I am in it. I stopped to play the DLC. I did the Yuffie DLC, and that was actually really good, and it made me like Yuffie more as a character because I never really cared for Yuffie until afterwards. And I saw the ending and everything, and I was just like, oh, I feel really bad for Yuffie now.
But I just remember when I was a kid and I saw Eris get stabbed, I was like, woo! I remember cheering because
You
I
were
hated her.
cheering during one of gaming's saddest moments,
No, when Sephiroth stabbed her, I was like, thank God, I hate you.
but that's
She was just
supposed to
annoying.
make you feel sad.
I don't care. I don't like Eris. I don't like her.
Wow.
She's a
Doesn't
dumpy
like.
flower woman. I don't care about her. She Cloud and Tifa forever. That's my motto.
No way.
Yes. What can you tell me about Eris other than she picks flowers? What's so good about her? Tell me, what's her personality? What does she do?
Pick,
Exactly.
pick flowers? I mean,
Exactly. She doesn't do shit.
She wears like this long dress and doesn't reveal her legs. She's modest.
Oh, okay. I
Guys
mean, yeah,
like
that's cool and all,
modesty.
but I wish she had more of a personality. Maybe I would have cared more about her death because I
Uh,
didn't
I,
care.
I kind of like her personality, especially in remakes. She's all like ditzy and like hyper positive, and like she's like the physical embodiment of diabetes. Yeah, she's like overly sweet. She's just diabetes the person.
God, Cloud is so hot.
Well, I mean, yeah, all the women like Cloud. I don't think I've ever
He's
met
really
any
hot.
any woman who's like, oh, I don't like Cloud. Oh yeah, you know what? I bet I can guess who your favorite Inuyasha character is. It's just
Who? Tell
Shomaru, isn't
me.
it?
I get,
That's
I'm
not a
trying to remember who
no.
that is. I'm
It
trying to
it
remember who that is.
the
Is that
Inuyasha.
that's the main character, isn't it?
That's Inuyasha's brother.
Oh, wait, was that the guy who had that trying to remember. He was that guy who had the big fluffy like thing on his shoulder,
Yeah, and
right?
Inuyasha cut his arm off and everything.
You're wrong. You're wrong, by the way. That wasn't my favorite character.
Is it Koga?
No.
Is it well? Is it Moroku? Because Moroku's kind of a pervert.
You know what? No, I don't like no.
You don't like
I,
Moroku?
no. I don't remember liking any of the male characters in the show.
You
They just
don't
weren't my
like
type.
any of the male but Inuyasha was written by a woman.
I don't. I liked her other works better. Like I liked more of the male characters in like Urusei Yatsura and Ranma One Half. Actually, I
Oh
didn't care for any of the
no.
male characters in Iwasha. They didn't.
Didn't
I
like
don't.
Inuyasha. Oh wow. I just thought that was one of the few animes that most women generally liked.
I remember watching like a thing up to like I think it was 20 episodes, and then I dropped it. I don't remember. I need to look back at my Mal list and see how much I watched before I dropped it, but. No, I don't like men with long hair. I don't. I'm not a fan of that. So and the Moroku, I just didn't care about it. So
Doesn't like men with long hair. Okay, let me just write that down here.
men with short hair. That's my thing. I don't like men with long hair.
I'll have to keep that in mind next time I go to the barber. Oh
He's got
man.
like a ponytail.
Ponytail. I mean, I already cut my hair short to begin with.
But yeah, because in Urusei Yatsura, Mendo Shitaro, if you know who that is, that was actually my favorite male character. He was really attractive to me. He was like a kind of a tsundere male character who hated Itaru, so he was my favorite character. And in Ranma One Half, I liked the sword guy, the one who did kendo. I forgot his name, but he was my favorite. I like those kinds of characters in her shows. I don't really care for Inuyasha men. To be fair,
Oh man, I mean, I guess those characters were written differently. Like Inuyasha was more of a shonen, even though it had a lot of shipping in it. There was the Sango x Moroku ship. Then we got Inuyasha and Kagome. Yeah, screaming each other's names all the time. Um, Even wasn't someone trying to frizz up Shishomaru too? I thought he had someone who was like interested in him who he didn't reciprocate. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I can't forget about Kikyo, the love triangle between Kikyo, Inuyasha, and Kagome. That was
Yappa
intense.
Yappa Ishana. Just remember that from Ranma One Half. Yeah, it's kind of weird too because I usually don't like rom coms, but I like to rom com stuff more. It's kind of weird. I didn't really care for her action shows that much.
You don't like rom coms? I thought most rom coms. I thought that was mainly appealing to women.
Well, I'm not like other women. I know I hate saying that, but I'm not like other women, dude. I don't like a lot of things women like. Like I don't care about rom coms. I don't care for using men for money. I don't care about you know what? I don't care about a lot of things women like. Actually, now that I think about it, except I don't know.
Oh wowie zowie.
Literally, you know what I look like in my day-to-day life? Literally don't look like any, like I don't dress like women usually do. It's usually just pants and a shirt
I mean,
and
that's not
Converse
a lot of
shoes.
women just walk down the streets in skirts and stuff. Most women wear pants and shirts, from what I can tell.
Hmm.
But
But yeah, I don't care for rom-coms all that much unless they have to be really funny and interesting to grab my attention. Like I remember I really wanted to like Matsuwat Wembeteadu, but the characters weren't that interesting to me, so I dropped it. I did like oh, what was her name? What was that show? It was about like this girl who had long hair and everybody didn't like her because they thought she was she thought she was Sadako from The Ring or something. I liked that one. Um uh yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot of rom-com shows out there. Obviously you'd say Yatsura and Rema One Half. I like those a lot. I liked um kind of like Fruits Basket. Kind of, a little bit.
isn't that doesn't it have like a furry character or something in there in Fruits Basket? I forgot. I remember
Yeah,
getting it. Am I getting confused with like Spice and Wolf?
I think you are.
Yeah,
I
I've
think
never
you're
watched
getting
Fruits
confused.
Basket. I mean, I know what that is. I mean, I'm kind of a weeaboo. I'm enough of a weeaboo to know what that is, but I've never actually sat down and watched it.
I liked Yamada and the Seven Witches. That was okay, I guess. That was pretty good. I liked His and Her Circumstances. That's another great rom com. I like that one. That was made by Studio Gainax, and that was really good. I like that a lot.
Oh man, Gynax. If I had a dime for every time I've seen that name plastered on something, like they're everywhere. Like it was always Gynax and Aniplex.
And Trigger. That was another one.
Trigger's more recent. I'm like I feel like I'd have to look at what Studio Trigger's works were, but I remember as a kid, most of the anime they were showing on like Toonami and Adult Swim were all like Aniplex and Gynax animes.
And IG Studio or whatever that other one is called was pretty popular at the time too, and Man Globe and stuff like that. Stuff that was making like high quality, realistic anime like Cowboy Bebop and stuff like that was also popular. I remember that back then. Cowboy, and Ghost in the Shell, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, Ghost in the Shell. I mean, I was around for Ghost in the Shell, but I definitely feel like I was still too young for Ghost in the Shell to really follow it. I feel like it's the type of story that works better when you are older. Cause I had to have been like 11 or something. So I have to look at when that came out. It was such a insanely long time ago. But yeah, it just kind of went over my head because the theme they would talk about all this espionage stuff, and I'm just like, what's going on? And then they'd have an action scene after 10 or 15 minutes of talking, and the big bipedal spider thing, the spider robot, it talks, and when it talks, it sounds like a little baby. And I'm just like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, I didn't follow
Oh,
that when I was a kid.
Studio Bones is another one. They made my one of my favorite anime of all time, Soul Eater and Space Dandy. Those are my favorite anime of all time,
You
or one
like
of them.
Space Dandy?
Yeah, I like Space Dandy. At the time, I did. I haven't watched it since 2014, but I remember liking it a lot back then.
Does he remind you of
So,
Elvis?
well, it's not. Well, I just like the wacky humor of the guy who made Cowboy Bebop. That's why I wanted to watch it because it was made by the same person who made Cowboy. So I was like, oh, okay. And it does have his style in there. It's a little bit more cartoony than Cowboy Bebop, but I still enjoyed it back then. That's why I wanted to watch it because it was made by the same director.
I mean, Cowboy Bebop always had a more serious tone to it. So.
But it had an ounce of silliness to it, but it still kind of had a wacky little. It was kind of wacky. It wasn't as wacky as Space Dandy, obviously, but it still had his style in it. It just was even more episodic and more cartoony. But I enjoyed it at the time back then. I liked Dandy a lot as a character. He was different from most anime protagonists at the time, so that's why I liked it more. You know, he was kind of a he was selfish, but he had a heart, and that's what made him interesting to me.
And he
And
was an
I
ass
just
man.
he was, and
Yeah.
he liked going to the spaceship that literally had titties on it.
Yeah, when it came to like that nerd girl with like the thick glasses or whatever, he kept complimenting her butt. I remember that scene. That was like, it was kind of like, really, they made it a point to emphasize that.
I remember everybody shipping Dandy with Alex. That was pretty funny. That alien with the pink hair. That was pretty funny back then.
Oh
I
man.
think that was his name, was Alex or something like that.
Oh yeah, then you have that talking cat and the robot dude with him, the little robot baby machine thing as yeah, his co-pilots.
Cat guy. I hated the cat guy actually. I thought he was annoying. He was my least favorite character in the show. Oh, look at me. I'm appealing to the young kids. I got Instagram on here. Look at this funny meme, Dandy. Isn't it funny? Look at it. I'm on Facebook posting pictures of you. I'm just like, God, I hate you. Just appeal to the young kids. I guess that's what he was trying to do.
I mean, I guess Space Dandy was more like for teenagers and young adults. But so I guess it kind of makes sense to have a character like that in the show. 'Cause I'm just trying to think. It's like, why would they put a Zoomer character in this show in the first place when Zoomers presumably wouldn't even be watching this?
No, I was watching it as a teenager, but I still hated it.
Well,
It
yeah, I mean
was,
teenagers. I mean, we've already had that conversation. Oh, actually, no, you weren't in the call when we talked about the whole teenager thing because basically in that call, what they confirmed is that they don't see a difference between children and teenagers, that they consider teenagers to be children. And I was just kind of like, what? Because like, yeah, they're minors, but like teenagers are not the same as like a 15-year-old is gonna have a higher level of maturity than an 8-year-old, but like they treat it like it was interchangeable.
yeah, but I
What?
just look back at the anime. I'm just looking back at like all these anime I used to watch as a kid, and well, when I was like a teenager, and I'm just like, I don't know if this stuff would appeal to me now if I go back and watch it. Like, I don't know if I would enjoy Space Standing now as an adult because the comedy is too wacky for me. Like, I don't like fast paced humor like that anymore because it's just too much. Like, I'm already used to like brain rot everywhere, so I don't know if I would like it now. But at the time, it was one of my favorite anime of all time back then. But I would probably enjoy Cowboy Bebop more than Space Dandy, and I would probably enjoy well, you know what? I think maybe I would like Fire Fire whatever that
You mean
Fire
Fire
Force
Force?
anime. Yeah, I don't know if I would like that more than Soul Eater. I
Oh,
think it's about
what's
the
your
same.
opinion on that cat girl, or whatever? Like, because people talk about how like the character is sexualized and like it's not a good character, and that she's like a fan service character. Like, what was her like? Her thing was that she's like really unlucky, so she's constantly like falling
Oh,
into people
Tamaki?
boobs first.
Yeah, the Tamaki girl or whatever.
Yeah.
Her. I don't know why people care about that so much. I don't give a shit. It's just fan service. Like, I don't like fan service, but it's mostly just because it's annoying to me. But I don't care if they sexualize a character. Who gives a shit? It's a cartoon. I don't get why people care about that so much. I don't get it.
I mean, I know the reason. It's because people are worried about the objectification of women in media and about
Oh my
perpetuating
god.
negative stereotypes that portray harmful portrayals of women, basically hurting people's perception of women. Is one of the
Whatever.
whatever. What do you mean, whatever?
Are you telling me that an average person who watches fan service anime, like if I'm just an average male who watches High School DxD, you think they're gonna go look at a woman and be like, "Oh yeah, I totally would just grab her by the tits and see what
Well,
happens." It's
well,
like I don't think that happens.
it's funny that you would say that because that's the same argument people make when they talk about banning pornography. That's the same argument people make when they talk about removing suggestive content from anime in video games and censoring stuff because it's all supposed to brain rot you and serving negative examples that it changes how you view women and ruins your relationships because it makes it so that how you're going to be able to relate to people when you have all these cartoon images of anime girls running around your head. Yeah, that's what people say. That's exactly what they say. Now, I'm not saying
I
it's
just
true. I'm just saying that that's what they say.
like yeah, sure it can influence you, but you make your own decision on whether that event happens. Like if I play Call of Duty, it's not going to make me go out and shoot a school, you know, like that's up to the person to do that. I don't think if you watch a fan service show it's going to make you go out there and think women as pieces of meat. I don't think that happens. It's up to the person who thinks that way, you know? Like I don't think seeing cartoon titties is going to make an adult man want to grope somebody. That's stupid. I think people are just mad because it's like, "Oh, we're sexualizing women." But if you sexualize a man in the same show, they don't give a shit. So, who
Well,
cares?
well,
Like,
yeah,
you
because no
know.
one really talks about shirtless men like that, or any other stereotype that might pretend to male characters. So that's definitely a thing. But I get it. The history of women's rights in this country is very different from that of men's. Just the difference in sexual dimorphism. But it's resulted in there are okay. I'm trying not to get anybody in trouble. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to trigger fucking YouTube's algorithm. Uh, Gynocentric, right? It encourages a lot of gynocentrism, and in the sense that any kind of if there's two types of issues, right? There's women's issues and then there's social issues, but there's never really a men's issue. If it pertains to men, then it pertains to everyone, and only women have like their own issues addressed. That's kind of why when like we talk about like any kind of like stereotypes relating to men in media, it's kind of just hand waved as whatever. And that's how you kind of get situations where like if a man is sexually harassed by a bunch of women, it's considered like cool, but if the sexes were reversed, now it's a problem.
Exactly. And it's like, and again, I'm like in real life, if you do that in real life, yes, you're a terrible person, but I don't think in cartoons, I don't think it's a problem because it's a cartoon. Like it's trying to appeal to a certain market, and it's like, you know, one of the greatest anime people love is Gurren Lagann, right? But they sexualize the female character. I don't see anybody having a problem with that. So why in Fire Force everybody have a problem with it? You know, like be consistent.
Yeah, that's the
But
thing though, is that people never really had a problem with those things. Is that busybodies entered those spaces and told us that they had a problem with it, which it creates this image that because I remember back in the day, like Tomb Raider and Blood Rain were coming out for like PlayStation and all that kind of stuff where that was big. And my mother was a huge fan of the Tomb Raider games. She tried to even get me to play them because on my I started like gaming on the Sega Genesis and stuff. Those are all hand me downs from my mom. So she liked Tomb Raider and even made me get a Tomb Raider game instead of the Misadventures of Trombone like I wanted that one time. She made me get Tomb Raider 3. Oh man, I'm never gonna forgive her for that. Because I ended up not liking it and giving it away to my uncle anyway because it was too hard because I was a little baby boy and didn't understand how to play it. And the opening actually kind of scared me because that guy was trapped inside some like egg like contraption closed in on this guy, like he was stuck in it, and like they were getting some treasure, so like Laura had to escape but had to leave him behind, but he was stuck there alive, so it's like he's trapped. If you have claustrophobia, that has to be an absolute nightmare. He's trapped inside of this thing alive indefinitely forever and is presumably just starved to death in there. Like my little child brain didn't enjoy that. And then I got stuck trying to figure out how to swim through this cavern or whatever, trying to figure out the swimming controls. I didn't enjoy it. but um, but yeah, a lot of those games were very popular with people, but particularly they were popular with women. At least the women that I would talk to around that time that like Tomb Raider and Blood Rain and stuff. The only thing that I kind of noticed that's different, right, is that I would say there's like a difference between a female character that meant to be like empowering, or I guess I hate this phrase because it's been overused, but badass. I hate that shit. There's a difference between that and like a character who's like a damsel, or their character is literally just ass and tits, and they're meant more for dare I say the male gaze, but they aren't really designed to be characters. If that makes any sense. What are your
yeah.
thoughts on that?
I mean, are you talking about like the self inserts one kind of things where they're not characters, they're just kind of there to just kind of fulfill the like they make the character look great and everything, but they don't. They're it's hard to explain. It's like it's a sexy self-insert character who's just a wish fulfillment for the audience. You
Well,
talking about
not
that kind of
not a
thing?
self-insert character, but like like a fan service character, like just like pandering to presumably male audiences, or I guess males and lesbians. Just like let's make this super
Oh.
sexualized character, and let's put her in like half-naked clothing, but not give like any kind of justifiable reason for it. So like we have the
No,
cameras, you know.
I don't think that's a problem. I mean, now if it's like how I feel about like fan service anime where it's like they just put it in there just to put it in there and it's not really uh it doesn't fit the story. That irritates me because it's annoying. It's like I would have like prison school, the reason why it's not cringe is that there's tits and ass everywhere all the time, so it's not as cringe, you know. And even as a woman, I'm not into that. But even as a woman, I can still watch it because it's funny and it doesn't really bug me.
In
But I
English.
think not in English. No, I can't. I don't like
Yeah,
that kind
I
of
was about to say, what are you, one of those GamerGate creep shows?
I still I do like Hana's voice actor. I said move it, numbnuts.
Oh man.
But but then you watch something like Sword Art Online where half of it's action and then they just put a fan service scene in there and it's just like I what like
Uh,
it just bugs me sometimes. But no, for the most part I don't care. But things like that where you're supposed where it's like just shoved in there and it doesn't work or it doesn't fit, that's what irritates me. But in video games, if it's there all the time, like the characters are all sexualized, but it's not about sex, that's fine because it just feels normal in the universe. But for something like Sword Art Online, that doesn't really fit. So it's annoying to me. But Prison School it fits because it's constantly in your face and it's everywhere. So and it doesn't even irritate me as someone who's not even into tits and ass. So
well, hold on now. Don't make a YouTube video trying to tell that to people, because if you say exactly what you just said, you're gonna get a mountain of downvotes for it. And I know from experience, because that's what my video on stopping, like when stop sexualizing female characters. The video is about what you just said. It's not me saying that women should never be sexualized. It's sexualized characters only when it makes sense and not at the expense of your narrative. And I got so much flack for that. It's insane.
yeah, I don't know. Like when I'm watching like an action show and it just puts in just a random fan service scene, which let me remind you, most of it's like, ew, you pervert, or he just walks in on her. It's like it's just so annoying to me. I think it's just because I've seen it so many times, it just irritates me. And then prison school comes along and totally does something fresh and new where it's not embarrassed, it doesn't try to hide itself, it's just there and it makes sense in the story. It's like, oh, you know, like please do more of that. Stop trying to like just sneak it in there because you're scared of the of a I don't know what's with Japan. I guess they're just scared to put fan service in shows, but I don't know. I think Prison School is one of the best fan service shows ever made because of that, because it's not cringe.
Yeah,
Um,
I do find it a little obnoxious when they try to be half-hearted with it. Like it's kind of why I don't really do edgy anymore, because especially when you get to a certain age, it's kind of like this is just kind of lame, because if you really wanted to see titties like that, you have places that you can go to very easily access that kind of content. But also, right, when it comes to like the context of a show, if you're watching it for like the plot, like the actual plot, and not the meme version of plot, then these little fan service scenes can distract from the overall plot, the narrative that you're trying to follow. But even if like you're watching it for fan service, the fact that they're so light-hearted with it just I just kind of feel like like it feels like edging, right? It's like the anime equivalent to edging, where you have a scene like, if you have you ever seen what was it called? Mayo Mayusha, or whatever. It was that one show with the Demon King, but the Demon King is actually this girl who like has red hair and the horns and stuff, and then like there's that night dude or whatever. It's hard to describe because I never really watched the show because I was never interested in the show itself. But they have this one like gag scene where it talks about how the hero character like met this like cow demon girl who has like tits like the size of like sumo wrestlers. Basically, she has giant titties and like is on top of them for like a couple of frames, and this
What
thing
is the
is. I'm thinking to
what is it
myself
called
is,
again?
why can't you just make the anime about that? And it's just like, well, why would you want an anime about that? It's like, why would you tease me like that then? Why are you like it feels like they don't have the balls to like go through with it a lot of the time, but they still want the to appeal to the lowest common denominator. So they just put in a little bit of just a little bit of raunchy stuff to be like, oh, tee hee, this is so spicy, but you'll never actually go all the way. You'll never be Black Butler. You'll never be Bible Black. You don't have it in you to actually go through with it, and it just yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, I just wish they would like this goes for like the male like the male etchy for women, like the I don't know what you would call that, I guess man service where they kind of do the same thing where it's like they don't go all the way and it's just annoying. Like I, I don't know. Like I want to see the men naked, you know? They just kind of do like the bulges and shit like they do with like fan service anime where they don't show the titties. They have to cover it all up and it's just like I get it. You want to like market it to a bigger audience, but High School DxD managed to do that and they didn't have to censor anything. So that's just kind of weird to me.
It's
I don't
interesting. So
know.
High School DxD didn't have any censored content in it.
No, it was not censored even on Crunchyroll. It was not censored at
Did it
all.
have straight up nudity in it?
Yeah, it was straight up nudity, dude.
Well, hold on. I thought porn was bad.
I mean, it is, but I mean, I don't think kids should watch High School DxD, but as an adult man, you know, if you want to
Yeah, but
wank your
like,
nuts to that, go
but
ahead.
remember that big debate. Carlos
Well, my
Mencia, his
point,
argument had nothing to do with minors.
well, my point was that I wish I said it in the beginning, but my point mostly was that I don't think kids should be watching it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I think every time you watch something more adult, like ecchi, you need to have like a credit card or something because again it's as a kid it's easy to find this stuff even if they do have like oh are you 18 or older restrictions and that doesn't do shit, you know, they could just lie about their age and or say yes and then just
Yeah,
go into it.
that's what I would always
so
do.
so that's why I think actually making sure that someone who's gonna who's gonna watch like something raunchy is over 18 and like High School DxD I don't like that it's marketed towards teenagers and kids. I don't like that which is why I can't stand because like something like Prison School is obviously for adults, right? It's got more of adult style to it, it's got more humor that
Are you
adults would understand,
100% positive though?
kind of kind of.
Aren't those characters teenage? Like is it prison school or is it prison college? Which one is
I don't
it?
know. I mean, when I watched, I was an adult, so maybe that's why I found it more funny.
Yeah, but what age are the characters in the show?
Aren't they like high school seniors or something like
High
that?
school senior. Well, I mean, they're still okay. Maybe they're just. Let's just say they're 18, even though that's kind of skirting the line a bit, where they could be an 18-year-old in high school, but let's be honest, they're probably 16 or 17 because it's Japan, and
Uh,
that's how old they always are. Remember Jotaro? I'm gonna call it the
okay,
Jotaro rule.
fine, fine. Maybe teenagers can watch raunchy stuff, but not actual porn. Would that be more fair to you?
Well, I mean, the problem with that statement is the raunchy content that is for teenagers. That's what teenagers would watch. When I was a teenager, I wanted to watch Desert Punk and Jungle Iku and stuff because you're coming of age and you're getting curious, and that content is made for that age group of people. Now, I'm not saying you should expose them to Bible Black levels of indecency or something. I'm just saying like there's that transitional period from child to adult that is we're pretending it doesn't exist because like that's what they want to look. They want to look at Aiken
Bible
Club or
Black.
something. That's what we actively do that. Like when you're a teenager, it's not an issue of oh I was exposed to it. No, you looked it up. Like that's usually what happens is the teenager looked it up, and
I
it's the
just,
adult's responsibility to moderate
I
it.
mean, Yeah, that's true. Which is why I don't think you should give your kids technology at such a young age. Like maybe around 16 or 17, maybe. I just think that like kids watching porn at like 13 or 14 is just like it if porn didn't really do anything to your brain, I don't think it would matter, but it does. It really does damage your brain because you start to look for more and more explicit stuff, and it really does damage like your relationships and stuff like that. You know, I've heard this story so many times where like, oh, my boyfriend's been watching porn and he doesn't find me attractive anymore. He finds those girls more attractive and he wants to do more extreme shit and it's like he can't really get it up as much as he can anymore because he can't get erotic to normal sexual things. He has to do the most extreme stuff to get horny, and I just think that like that's what porn does to your brain. So, especially at such a young age. So there needs to be more restrictions on that. Maybe when your kid is around 16 or 17, maybe 15, maybe they can watch more raunchy stuff, but not straight out porn. Not straight out like because High School DxD, as even though it has nudity, it's not straight up hentai. It still contains itself, so it's not as bad, and it's mostly just titties. They don't really do anything. Um, that's kind of funny that I say that because I actually got frustrated when I was watching it because I was like, oh look, Issei is about to screw Rias, but someone's got to walk in at the last minute, and that irritated me. I was like, oh my god.
Well, that's interesting. It irritate you. So you wanted it to go further.
Look, Issei deserves it. He saved these girls multiple times. He saved the world from being doomed. It's like season 5. He deserves to have some sex. Okay? He
There's
deserves
five
it.
seasons of that show.
I think there's 4 actually, 4 or 5, something like that. It's one of the most run since Sword Art Online. It's one of the longest running light novel shows. Aside from a wasn't there another one? I think it was a Excel World. That was another long running one for a
Oh, I
while.
remember hearing about Excel World. I never watched it, but I think Bennett the Sage talked about Excel World. I watched his stuff. I watched Anime Abandoned. Oh man, have you ever heard of an anime called Sins of the Sisters?
No, I haven't.
Good. I mean, it's a hentai, but like the English dub is so hilariously bad. it's
Is that the one where it says "Do you have rice on your face," or is that Bible Black that did that? I remember there was a line like that in some hentai, but I don't remember which one
no,
it was.
that was so the synapses is basically this guy in like some kind of like feudal time or whatever back in like I don't know Europe, German. I don't know. It's about like Christianity stuff, right? It's like a nun hentai. It's the weirdest thing. You should tell Synth about it. We should get Synth to watch Sins of the Sisters. He'd love it, right? I'm
Is it a
not
food
joking.
on it? Is that why you've
About
seen
that,
it?
about that. So what happens, right? What happens is this guy. He. You've been sold by the Pope. Did you read the contract? Right. So him and his people, they are defeated and are sold to the Pope because he didn't read the contract. And after all of his like friends have been brutally murdered, he stops believing in God and he declares to the heavens that he no longer believes in God. And God hears that and he's like, oh, hell nah. So his punishment is to zap him with magical light, turn him into a Futanari, and then flug him into the future where my evil is law. I am not joking. He stops
That
believing
sounds
in
like
God. He gets turned into a woman, but he keeps his dick and gets plugged into the future.
that sounds like the most hilarious premise of all time. How have I not heard of that? That sounds absolutely hilarious. I would love to watch that.
Holy shit.
That
Yeah, I was
sounds
gonna.
so funny. His punishment, God is like, you don't believe in me, so instead of going to hell, you're gonna have a cock as a woman. That is hilarious. I think that's the funniest thing ever. That should be an actual anime premise. He has a
The
dick.
worst part about it is that there's because now I forgot to mention right during this process he like turns him into an angel just to immediately turn him into a fallen angel. So he gives him wigs just to rip them off. So there's this one scene later on where Z, right? Because he's a Futanari at this point. Zer takes off their shirt, and since she's like, would the devil have these on her back, and it's just a bunch of scars where her wings would have been? It's like, yeah, that's exactly what do you mean? Like, what do you mean by that?
What is this hentai called?
Sins of the Sisters.
I'm looking that up. I hope
It's also it goes by two names. It's Sins of the Sisters, but it's also called like Saint Michael's Academy. I think it's like St. Michael's Academy 2. Like there's two of them. Or I don't know how that works because I've never seen the quote unquote first movie. But I was gonna, because I haven't ever watched it through and through myself. I just remember Bennett's review of it, and the review sounded so crazy that I was gonna do a watch party with my friends to watch the I was gonna watch Sins of the Sisters, Mad Bull 34, and Apocalypse Zero. And yes, they are all crazy in their own way.
Apocalypse Zero! I love that anime.
You've seen that?
Yeah, I love it. I have the whole soundtrack on my playlist. Actually, I love that anime. It's one of my favorites. Hakugo's suit is the coolest suit I've ever seen in anime. I love it, like the big white scarf and everything, and oh, I love the premise. I love the set. I love it. And it's so weird. I love weird anime shit like that. Like I love it, dude. It's one of my favorite anime ever. And I finished reading the manga. I think about a year ago.
You even read the manga? Even I haven't done that. I haven't actually watched it.
What, dude? Oh,
I just saw a review of it. I was gonna watch it for the first time when I went to host a watch party where I watched it for the first time. So my friends could like laugh at, or we could all have our first time reactions to it.
Okay, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but I will say this before, because I have to go because it's almost 5 o'clock. But I will say this before I go. Guy in a suit fights monsters that have that look like they came out of Yu-Gi-Oh with big titties. Yu-Gi-Oh monsters with big titties.
Hold on, not just big titties. There's that old demon guy near the end of the anime who pulls out his dick, and his dick turns out it turns out to be a monster, and his reaction is, that monster's a part of him. Like that's one of my favorite lines.
I love the brothers. I love like what the brother says when his dick comes off or whatever, and he's like, "There's no way Ikichi can win this fight without his dick." And I started laughing super hard. That's actually a line in the anime. It's so funny. I love this anime. I think it's great. Apocalypse Zero is super underrated. It's great. So,
you should put all of this in the shit. Was all that recorded?
Yep.
Oh, dude, yeah, you should keep that. That's going to be funny.
All right, man. Well, I have to go because it's 5 o'clock. So, I had fun as usual talking to you.
All right, cool. I had fun too.
I'm so glad someone brought up Apocalypse Zero. I was like, oh my god. I thought I was the only one who knew about that anime, and Digibro, of course, because that's how I found it, was through him. And I just watched all 4 episodes in one day, and I was like, oh, I love this. This is one of my favorite anime ever. I love it.
Oh man, well, we should definitely do this again some other time.
Yeah, I would love to, but yeah, I'll see you later, man. Thanks for.
All right, I'll see you too.
All right.